Podcast. Read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All the sponsors ready, the big steps ready, the internet above the shutting up. Welcome to the Hey Arima,
Hey Digo,
hey Brooklyn,
big up Canada,
hey Caroline,
down in Tobago,
Shady Life, UK London, Shady Life, everybody just Shady Life. Why?
I'm breaking the place.
Random singers.
I'm breaking the place.
Take your phone, on.
Shady Life,
Hey dog,
Shady Life, Debbie,
Patrina,
Shady Life, Jacksonville, Shady Life,
Todd,
Shady Life, Sadie and Joanna, Shady Life, everybody just Shady Life.
Friday, start the show.
People like you know.
Pizza. Pizza.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Lime, the #1 podcast in Trinidad. Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Lime, the #1 podcast in Trinidad. Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Lime, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
Hear me now.
Friday,
And line.
Reach a little higher for the note.
Go again.
Friday,
Yeah. Line. Hear me now.
Hey Arriva,
Shady Life.
hey Digo,
Shady Life.
hey Brooklyn,
Shady Life.
down in Tobago,
Shady Life.
Wales,
London, New
Caroline,
York, Brooklyn. Everybody just Shady Life. Well. Yeah.
Friday can be played.
Random singers. Sure.
Friday can be.
But
Take your phone on. Shady Life,
Arriba.
Shady Life,
New York.
Shady Life,
Caroline.
Shady Life,
Sando.
Shady Life.
Everybody just Shady Life. Me say UK and London.
Everybody just Shady Life. Friday,
Who down there?
Friday.
Who down there?
Who down there?
Wanna know who down there? Easy then.
Alright, let go.
Joanne, all you easy the knees. Come again. Alright now. Well, it is Saturday night and now we start the live and everybody just put your hand up high. Wave your palm right in at the sky. You thought it was I was judged inside the eye and I say I tell you right and now I say big up yourself. We inside the place right. Alright, pull up.
Yeah. You just do that awkward thing when you can't find a word to rhyme and you just say pull up. It's not really.
Well, you're not really helping me too with the
Yeah.
you gotta jump in and help.
I can't freestyle no.
You look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, babe. You
Just
don't
take a little walk.
You don't need to look down like that. My face is up here.
No, well, I saw your face, and that's why I said you look absolutely
But
gorgeous.
you weren't looking at me when you said
But then after that, when I look down, because, people look at people up and down.
you.
So you don't watch nobody.
I do screenshots. I see the whole vision because I know as a woman what I don't like. So I would not allow somebody to see my eyes doing them that. But that's just me. You don't have to be me.
But you're still watching the person.
Then a screenshot.
Let me just, as another discussion, all right? All right, listen, welcome inside another edition of JD's Log. What's up? My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
And this is the Fry Bacon Live.
Shoo!
Every single Saturday, 7:30 p.m. We are here normally on time, and our guest up to now has been more on time. Right, but we're here on time unless Nisa has to, as you know, all right, change a wig or an outfit, which she does most of the Saturdays. But you did not do it this time. So I want to say congratulations to you.
I didn't do it last week either.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I had on the blonde wig last week. I had nothing to fix in that. I just put it on and that's it. Right, so I could take an apology one time.
Well, I mean, it's not really an apology if you do it the majority of the times.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever you want to put out there, just know that when I'm ready to put out my truth about why we just actually be late.
I apologize.
Okay.
All right, so we are here every single Saturday, 7:30 p.m. We do not take you guys for granted. We want to say thank you so much for coming through. We got guests in the building. Listen.
Guests in the building. Somebody say who in the background there? Well, it is real crack me up in the boy. I cannot make.
We almost forget Risha, but Risha is here.
Yes, Joanne. Is
Bang,
Risha.
bang. Risha just come through and let us know. Risha is helping us out with the fry bakes tonight. Easy, Risha.
I let her come because I can't handle getting up every minute and missing the show now.
Yeah, so we're trying to be a little bit more productive and professional. Because Nisa can't be going back and forth. So,
When you say back and forth, you don't remember Aliyah? Back, forth and forth. You know that song?
Yes, I do. Actually, I'm surprised you know it because when I was playing on BET that Saturday morning, you couldn't watch TV. You understand? So give me a fact that you know that means that you was breaking the Sabbath. Got a Sabbath breaker over here.
A lot of people.
We got a Sabbath breaker.
A lot of people break the Sabbath and they think they're keeping it. You want to go down that road? Some people is who not cooking, is who ain't cleaning, is who ain't having sexual relations. And the Bible say that the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So if you need to cream your foot, you ain't gonna cream it.
Well,
yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right. So we have, as I said, we have special guests in the building. Listen, I didn't think it would come true, Nisa and I, we were in the food hall.
I didn't either.
I didn't think he would come true. I thought it was.
So, I think when we
he's
see.
so out there. He's a big one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're from Trinidad and Tobago or any part of the Caribbean, even North America, if you're even from the world and you have not seen one of his videos or have not, seen him on the internet.
On Beyonce's internet.
Yeah. On Beyonce's internet, something is wrong. So, I jump out myself. I said, babe, look Keevo over there.
But you are custom jumping out yourself.
Not that kind of jump out.
Okay.
Right? So I said, babe, look Keevo over there. No, you think he will come on the podcast?
And I said.
And he said, well, you could just ask. And then he said, hey, congratulations on the podcast. And I say in my mind, but this man trying to gas me here because I didn't think he even knows who I am in that kind of way,
Yeah.
And then I said, well, you know what? If he know, maybe I could ask. And we said, Keevo, hey, are you in the country or would you be able to come through? We have, the podcast, and I stumble upon my words and he said, boy, coming through. And then I said, maybe it might be some months from now. So I say, well, let me shoot my shot and say, what about this month? And we give him the dates. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Keevo in the building. Yeah.
A pleasant good evening to everyone. Good evening to JD and Nisa and the 63, 64 at building, eh?
Yeah.
All the people on the live there, a pleasant good evening and thank you very much for inviting me.
Man, thank you so much for coming through. And as he spoke about lives building, all you know the drill, all right? As soon as you come in, please acknowledge, tell us where you're from, and share the live one time. Keevo, man, thank you so much for coming through, bro. Listen, I tell you, I don't know if you felt sorry for us.
Nah, not at all.
You know, I don't know what my face look like.
No, not at all, not at all. I've seen Friday and Lime, and I knew that it was a podcast that was well known. And listen, because I knew you all from, you know, when I would be hosting events, and you know, I said, yeah, for sure.
Wow,
Listen, I was a sure yes.
As we spoke about knowing us from a long time. Good night, Marlene. Thank you for letting people know to share the live. That's all we really ask for until we ask for more. My first introduction to you, Keevo, was from my son. So he's 20, I think he's 22. Where are you going?
Go ahead now.
I think he's 22. He's 22 years old now.
Yeah.
We sure he's 22? 23 this year. Anyway, he said, Ma, look at this video. No, this was when you were in, you know, before the house just used to look like a Caribbean house.
Right.
So you're seeing the hole, the little, you know, Trinidad had the ceramic, the hole in the wall.
Yes.
And then the curtain and the big thing with the glass in, the wares.
Right.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. And you did a video called Pie Man.
Right.
Listen to me. We, if that video has 5 million views, we are more than half of it. Right? Because I watched that, I share it again and watch it. That was my introduction to you. I said, but who is this person?
Right.
And I don't even think social media was social media.
No, it wasn't.
Yet.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't. But here you were doing your thing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations on
Thank you
where
very
you
much.
have ended up. But I'm just saying, you know, life is so strange. You never know where people would end up and where you would end up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really about consistency. That's what got me here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So Keevo's in the building. He's live with us for the long haul. We're going to have everything you love about Friday and Lime. We want to say thank you so much for 14 shares already.
Thank you, guys.
All right, let's get it up. Hopefully we could get to 100 shares. Let them know that we got special guests in the building, all right?
So we have a Rima in the house. Hi, Maria. We have Cassius. Hey, Cass. He said earlier inside. Big up the brother Keevo.
Thank
Same
you, Cassius.
way. Hi, Afisha. She's from Dabity. Well, Dabity in the house.
Yeah, Dabity in the house.
Dabity in
I'm
the
from
whole
Dabity.
house. You from Dabity too? Papa, you.
Yeah, all right. Who else down there? We got Keisha,
Afisha.
Hayden, everybody. Thank you so much. Of course.
Maria Trincity.
Show
Maria
our-
Bola. I don't know if you know Maria Bola.
Yeah.
All right. I
know
figured as
Maria.
much.
Show our sponsors some love, of course. Thank you to Little Caesars, always sponsoring and keeping us in a gear. Little Caesars, we want to say thank you so much. If you have not checked out the deep dish or the Italian cheese bread yet, you know, it's weeks on weeks we laying all, you know that, listen. No disrespect. I mean, and it's not because we say this every week. It's not because, you know, we are, you know, family to Little Caesars, but the pizza is, I think, the most affordable pizza in the land and most delicious. And they did not fail with this deep dish and this Italian cheese bread. Go check it out right now. They have this $75 for 2-in-1. All right. And they also have the 2-in-1 combo, which you get the cinnamon sticks and you also get the Coca-Cola with that. All right. So thank you, Little Caesars. We have an easy week. We don't have a bunch of overloads of ads tonight. Praise. Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's weird because now we know.
thank God, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's kind of,
Yeah.
we could breathe a little bit this evening, all right? So you say, JD, guess what? We love what you all do, and we know that the thing not monetized like how we are over here. So we say, do you all take PayPal? Yes, we do. Whatever it is you want to contribute for our, you know, time spending with you, we say we appreciate it. You can hit that PayPal up. You say, well, I don't have PayPal, you know. You say, hey, bam, boom, Cash App. That's up. All right, say, we do the Cash App, and we appreciate all the work that we do. We say thank you so much. You could hit us up on the Cash App as well. Persons were saying Zelle.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know. They were saying, yo, you need to step up and get some Zelly or some Zelle. And we are looking into that. You know? Keevo, you know about the Zelle?
Yeah. The Zell is probably up in the top 3 for sure.
For real?
Yeah, Zell making its way up there, yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying Cash App looking like people into a sort of, you know, like Bangarang now.
Bangarang.
Yeah, they can't trust the app as much, you know?
A man make the app?
Well, all right. This is what we talk about. All right. All right, guys. So we're going to get into the topic in a little bit. But of course, you know, we have to touch base and find out who is Keevo. where you come from, as we spend, you know, the rest of the couple time you have here, but for persons who don't know, who really you? Like, who are you?
Keevo, well, government name Keevan Lewis. Born
So
in
Keevan.
Yeah.
Keevan.
Yeah. So born in San Fernando. Went to school in San Fernando, Boys RC, Pres San Fernando. And then from there, I would have gone to UE. Right? So in UE is where I think I would have discovered that talent even deeper. I was always part of choral speaking in school and performing, etc. Being in the choir, I was part of that in secondary school. But then...
So you
Secondary
sing?
school? You didn't find that to secondary school and in choral?
No, choral speaking was primary school.
Oh.
But choir was
Okay.
secondary school.
So you
Okay.
didn't
Right?
sing then? You have a thing? You have a
I
singing?
used to be an alto, right?
So what are you now?
Nothing, right? Right? I am a professional bathroom singer and car singer,
Right.
right? But yeah, I was an alto back in those days, and then being part of the Catholic Students Movement in UE, we did productions every year. So I was always the comedic person behind the production. So I would be the comedic actor, and I did that for 7 years, and that's why I developed my stage presence and being able to perform in front of people. And then, Keevo started because I was watching somebody from Nigeria. His name was Don't Jealous Me on YouTube.
Okay.
And I said, this man talking in his car all day.
Wow.
I said, I drive in all the time. Why not do that? His car is his studio.
Right.
And I just started. And I said, let me do it at home at first. And I, just did blogs, didn't stop. And I decided, let me try to create topics that relatable to Trinidadians. And it was just about consistency for me. I knew from an early age, just don't stop and keep going.
Yo, that's
That's where I
crazy. Shout out to that and drop a bomb for you. That's crazy that you said, pretty impressive that you said, hey, I saw somebody else doing it. And you say, let me try it over here. You
Yeah.
know, not that you didn't say, but I invent saying on in the car and I came up with this thing. You know?
No.
You know?
Nah. Nothing. There's very few things new under the sun. And, you just have to pull inspiration and make it your own flavor. And that's basically what I did.
I usually ask creatives, how do you consistently do what you do when we live in a world where, at least for me, I did the struggling artist thing with my parents. My dad more or less.
Yeah.
Like he knows the talent is there. He would see that I'm doing my thing, but every now and then I used to, back in the day, I would say, Daddy, have a show and you could help me get shoes. Or Daddy, have a show, you could help me get something, one or the other. And I would always feel like, he would say, you're wasting your brains, girl. You're so smart and you're this and you're that. So in other words, I know you're talented, but I'm not sure that this creative route is a healthy way to live. How do you balance that with your family life, and because do you have another job or do you just do the comedy?
Well, the good thing is that from early I understood that the market may not be able to support me as a creative full time.
Right.
So I had to be smart and use my degree to get a full time job, which I still have.
Right.
So the
What
first,
is it?
I'm a health and safety officer actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's OSHA?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's OSHA.
OSHA.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my day job. That is my base. And from that, I know that these things can be taken care of. And then my creativity is, on the weekends or after work.
Because I was going to ask, when do the creative juices get to be squeezed? Because I tried it, I tried it. When water became more than flour, I remember having 3 government jobs in my one life.
Right.
And I was the most grumpiest person ever because I find, okay, so you had to reach work for 8 o'clock, which means you're up from 4, right? You get to the office before 8 o'clock, of course. And I telling myself, why is 10 o'clock and I still see no here? Me write no song yet. It had melodies in my head. I was very, very frustrated in every sector. So, I kudos to you.
Yeah.
To be able to balance it. It can't be...
Well,
easy.
the good thing is that the job I have allows me to be on the road often. And if I'm on the road often when I'm in my car,
Right.
so every lunchtime, whenever I have an idea, I just get it done at lunch. So I could put out 4 or 5 videos. So you might think that the video I just posted is one I did today, but I did that video probably 5 days ago. And I just have, whenever I'm ready to post.
And you schedule it and
I schedule it when I want to. Yeah. So that's how it works for me.
You seem to be one of the clean-cut creators out here. Your name never in a bacchanal. Danny and Keevo dragging nobody.
Yeah.
Is that something that you really focus on, or
Yeah.
how you manage to stay so clean cut in this bacchanal internet here?
Well, my mother and father are real strict, right? When I say real strict, but I grew up in a home that, we weren't bacchanalish. So I just didn't know that world. And for me to enter into a new space and create bacchanal, I just didn't know it, right? So being a clean comedian was something I grew up in. My mother and father, I never heard them use expletives before. So that's all I know, right?
Serious?
No, I really don't. Yeah. Honestly, I do remember them doing that. And so for me, I can't like right now if I drive in, I might say something, but right. But I didn't come from that cloth, and to represent my family well.
Yeah.
I just thought that's the only thing I know. Let me do this. And yeah, bacchanal for me is I'm not into that.
Colin Bompard says, I always thought Keevo was an accountant. I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah, we're far off, boy.
And Maria says, I love Keevo's brand of humor.
Brand of humor.
Yeah.
What you would describe? Touch a little bit more on what is your brand of humor. One, two. Also, have you ever?
You see Ayana comment?
You get it. One, what would you consider is your brand of humor, and how you deal with? Because we ask most people how you deal with the negativity if you had any. I never really see no set of negativity under your comments to say, "Why I don't like he boring,"
Yeah.
But you might have seen it. Do you see it? How you deal with it?
But to answer the first question, my brand of humor is, I would say, culturally relatable and clean. That's what it is. Anybody could relate to it. And when I say culturally, the culture doesn't have to be Trinbagonian. It could be just be
Human,
adulthood, that kind of stuff. And in terms of the negative, I've received that. But for me, that's why the app doesn't allow it to block people. So I just block. I don't have no time to go back and forth. I don't have time for that.
But I can't see because I've never seen it. What it is?
Well,
What it tell you? What it say?
Because it blocked, right? That's why it is. Because it blocked.
But what are some of the negatives that have come your way, if you can remember, or you just don't?
Keevo, this is not funny. Keep your day job. This does not interest me at all. Why are you on the internet? Those things happen. I see that a lot of times. But it is definitely in the, I would say, 5%.
Yeah.
And most of them, they're on the block list.
Yeah, in the 5% because, you see content. You see a couple content creators out here and they war, boy. They're warring back from, I don't know if it's a planned war or if it's a war, but you've never entered into that kind of space, you know?
There's no need for it because, the space is about collaboration. It's not about creating divide, and I think the creative space, it needs collaboration for it to survive. So why should we create that divide? There's no competition in creativity. There's no monarch for creativity. So why not create more opportunities for people as opposed to I'm not on him because I don't like it. If I don't like it, I just unfollow and move.
Yeah, as he said that, I remember I did a show recently. And somebody made it their duty to go to the promoter of the show. And not the promoter, the person who had the event. And they were telling them, I don't really like Nisa. So in my mind, I said, but poor you, so you pay to come and not, you don't pay.
Yeah.
So whether you did like me or not, you still had to pay, sit down there and look at me. And then it wasn't enough, so you had to go and open your mouth and say it. And sometimes I wonder why.
They don't love themselves.
Why? Because it's not the statement did not make flour go down or up.
They don't love themselves. That's all.
Yeah.
It's just a projection. They will find somebody to project their own lack of love for themselves on. So that's it.
I could only imagine.
One second. We're not taking any calls, guys.
Not yet.
Just yet. When we open up the line, you could please call back to talk to Keevo.
Let me just acknowledge Shem Dwight McFarlane. He says Keevo's way of delivering humor is amazing.
Hey, thank you very much, Shem.
Yeah. Good night, Maruga. Maruga is in the house. Maria says, I love when he gives advice as how to behave in different situations. You see the video you made where the people just chew up the bone and spit it out?
Yeah.
Good day. I am she. You understand?
You can do that home,
but
listen, you can't go higher than do
when
that.
you're working hard, let me tell you something. Let me just break it down for you real quick. When I recognize the value of working hard, and before I never liked the whole Friday Night Lime kind of vibe because I love my house.
Right.
But these days, like as we work real hard. And Keevo, if I go and I buy something and have a bone in it, it shall be chewed. You understand? What
Yeah,
you
yeah,
what
yeah.
you go
No,
watch
listen.
and say what you had to say. But it will be
I
chewed.
think I remember, I don't remember the video in detail, but you were against that, obviously. Right?
In public. Because I eat pick up my chicken bone home.
But that you?
Yeah, in public, right? It's have a place for everything, right? Gotta make sure I clarify that.
Yeah, imagine you carry out a little bird, you understand? And then she just
Excuse
chop and
me,
spit up.
the world is not a zoo. Or if you want to go to the zoo, that's fine. But women are not birds. Get it together.
All right, caller, look like they really want to get in. If you call back real quick, we're gonna touch base with your call, all right? Keevo, you what are you, 6'9"?
Nah, I'm 6'1".
But you're tall because when you come
Yeah.
in here, I said, you know,
Yeah.
I think you
People
look like you
eyes
almost had to
often-
I hear
bend
the
through
music.
here.
The music went.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I fool them. The people normally see me just from the waist up, and they don't know. Last time my dad was very tall, so yeah, I got that from my dad for sure.
Yeah, so you're tall. Look like you hit up the gym.
I'm trying to, boy.
We'll get back to you in a little bit. Let me see
Right
what's
now,
going.
right now, I hold it in my belly for this whole. We don't even know.
Hi, good afternoon, you there?
Good night.
Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
I
How
said-
are you going? Are you good?
We good. I said let me
good.
take your call real quick and show talk to Keevo.
Right, Keevo. I really admire your talent and your skill.
Thank you.
I want to know, straight cut, what inspired you to do those acts, especially before the Prime Minister made his announcements about as of midnight tonight? Because I find those were really hilarious. What inspired? Like for example, we would hear, Olia, if Olia, no, in fact, Father Lord, please don't let Mr. Rowley come in no jacket and tie,
Right,
Father
right,
Lord. Otherwise, we know it's locked down.
Correct,
Lord,
correct.
at least, then get a breezer and what?
A blazer.
And a jacket,
Correct.
a blazer and a jersey. So, at least we don't know free of time.
Yeah.
What inspired that, people?
Well,
Thank you so much. Listen,
Thank
you very
Alright.
much.
Yeah, listen. But watch me. He quote you there, no? That's a serious
no,
thing,
that's a
right?
serious thing. That means he's a avid follower, boy. No lie.
Yeah, dread.
And what inspired that for me is I like to prompt and do things intentionally. So I'm hoping that when I do those things, the right people see it, right? And hopefully Mr. Rowley does say, all right, I'm going to wear a shirt today because,
Oh.
yeah, it's always prompting.
Remember when you wear the shirt, you was coming with the bad news?
Exactly. So if he wears something light and he saw Keevo's thing, he would more than likely wear the shirt and, ease us up. So it was really trying to prompt, and hopefully it actually got on CNC3, some of them. So
Yeah, and watch me. You're a faint if he call you up and say, hey, I like that one, eh?
yeah. Well, actually his wife actually called me because
Serious?
she called me when I did something on her outfit. Right? She called me and she said, thank you very much. And
What?
yeah, boy, that was
Daddy,
amazing.
yeah, listen, man.
Yeah.
Babe, we ain't reach nowhere. We ain't reach nowhere.
And she called me at 8 o'clock in the morning when you're in traffic, so I answer angry now. Hello? Right? When I hear, this is Mr. Sandro, I said, I'll put to the side one time.
No, but I
Yeah.
mean,
It was a
But
privilege.
you have your number out there because I can only. Anyways,
But
the PM wife.
she PM.
She's the PM wife.
You can find that.
She could find that.
You can find that. You can find that.
Well,
PM
women, just a disclaimer, we generally can't find anything we need to find, eh?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if only, right?
Could it? Why
True.
you just always have to go down that kind of road?
Because daddy road.
Jeez.
Then our next road.
Kivo, you're tall, you're out there. I think, not me say, the women probably watching at you and saying you use a sex symbol.
What?
When you jump out on the stage.
Right.
You're in your suit, you're in your tight pants,
Jetty,
your jacket and thing.
I
Hold on,
kinda-
man.
I
Hold
don't-
on.
So,
Hold on now, man.
All right.
Right? And in this internet, with these women are now they looking for man. Because they're like sharks, eh?
Jetty, oh please. Oh my God.
How do you deal with the thousands of women that throw themselves on you. They want to come in the car.
Yeah, that actually don't happen, boy.
I bless the Lord.
What do you mean it don't
No,
happen?
I tell
He
you,
answered you the first time. Do you think if he asked him a
don't
second
happen,
time?
dog. It don't happen.
Yeah.
People will talk to me and be friendly, etc. But I don't know if it's I don't exude that kind of sex symbol thing.
I don't know where he get that from.
But you mean you're tall is a big tall man with a beard?
You're not seeing my beard back on the internet. You most of might see me in the
Exactly.
gym, that kind of thing. So I think women approach me and just talk. They're not looking for anything.
I think a more appropriate question, JD.
What?
Right? Know who your guess is. This person is not. There are people who attract something different, and we know in church. Church, hold on.
Women don't care about the
Hold on.
shooting shots, girl.
You're singing like you're under some trauma.
I know
right?
trauma.
Whoever trauma, deal with it. But I feel like Keevo comes from a school of let me not say that. We know in church they say the anointing attracts. So
Right.
it doesn't have to be that he is out there showing himself and he's a sex symbol. We live in a world where, anybody who is on display,
Yeah.
it creates some type of attraction.
Right.
And it's just, I feel like that is more where your question should have.
Now my question was.
Your
How
question
he
was
deal with the
inappropriate
women and them
for the guest.
inboxing him. It wasn't
That's
it
not what
wasn't
you asked.
appropriate.
That's not what you
My
asked.
inbox is more business than anything else.
Tell
to be
them.
honest.
Show the
and
example,
real
Mr.
some of my best friends. But
Yes.
no, I don't really get it. And I think based on, all right, if you have 75,000 followers, it's a celebrity. If you're a celebrity, automatically this is what should happen to you.
Yeah.
But I can admit it really.
Praise the Lord.
Nah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
JD, do you
People will
accept
just
his
talk
answer?
and that's it. But
I accept my next question for the ladies because they will tell me. They say make sure and ask Keevo if you have a girl or what is his situation
my
because
God.
they want to know what's your relationship situation.
let me just hold the mic there.
Hold it.
Right? Look, see what I'm holding the mic?
Yes.
All right, they should give them an answer here.
Yes,
That,
praise
that,
the Lord.
That ring finger there.
Let the Lord use you.
Right? Yes, I'm a married man. That's what I am. That's what I am.
Do you on your socials do you post your wife every are you all
Nah.
or you tend to keep your
What do
relationship
the
private?
day we got married, I posted 1 or 2 pictures, but I like to keep something for me, So my wife and my family, I just gotta keep that a little, more private than anything else. They'll see us outside, but other than that, I think I need to put all that out there.
All right,
Yeah.
nice. I appreciate it because you
Yeah.
know what did they say? They say when, or it's the assumption that if a man doesn't constantly or doesn't show his wife or his person up, it's because he might be hiding, he don't want anything, he whoever. But again, at the same time, I could understand if you don't want your personal life or that perspective out there. You just
Yeah.
don't want it out there.
Yeah, and we
what
know
I mean?
it's hard for people like JD because
Why
where
you
you
thinking-
come from. No, because you're the opposite. You are the type of person that even if you buy a new underwear, you want to share it. You are sharing. JD shares. He's a sharer. So
Well, I wouldn't share my underwear.
well, that's debatable.
Yeah.
If you buys the underwear and it's from, let's say, because he have a kind of brand mindset, right?
Right.
So
I
let's say
don't have a brand mindset. I have a comfort mindset.
comfort,
Right.
And the comfort comes to the brand.
and the comfort
Right.
comes with the brand.
Yeah.
He would say, and I went to the mall and I bought something, and he called the brand underwear. It's very hard. I call it leaky mouth.
No, let me tell you where it come from, right, bro?
Break it down.
She's trying to tell me that like a rattan's underwear is you could, and I say no. There's some things that you have to have
Right.
premium quality to have comfort to
Yeah.
hold the things together.
Agreed.
Right.
Every and anything can just go on your body. Now, if you could afford it, why not pay for it? And you will see the difference because penny.
Why
all right,
don't
no
you-
disrespect.
why
a
don't
certain
you-
a certain wait. Hold on, a man. You can go in a pharmacy and buy
you
a
get it.
perfume and say spray it on your skin, and then 2 days. Not even that 2 days, a couple hours after, your skin scratching and your shirt turn tan. But
You know what I want to ask you? Why don't you keep that same, or why, that the same mindset for clothes? Why don't you keep it, but in terms of your sexual partners and stuff? Why men is
What?
just
what are you talking about?
Yeah, all it is just rattans down the place, and then when all you're ready, to marry, all you're looking for brands.
First of all, I know not what you speak about. I am
Yeah.
a man of the cloth.
Right.
I see one woman, one woman only. I rebuke you in Jesus' name. Come on, tell me, right? Keevo is in the building, guys.
Yes, he is.
All right, it is 7 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. We are going straight into the topic.
Yep.
All right, we're going to get into the topic. Of course, thank you to Little Caesars. Is the break? No, this is an ad lib now, right? So thank you to Little Caesars if you're watching. Little Caesars, definitely. If you it have some one or two people, and I don't blame you. You're out there and you have not tried Little Caesars yet. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lead all around and tell you, go and try it. Try it. Come back and tell me if it's not the best pizza you ever tasted in your world. I'll give you back your money. Well, maybe I wouldn't do that, but I would definitely.
Don't say that.
I wouldn't do that, but I may definitely tell you.
Keevo say careful.
Yeah. Yeah. Pull back.
Yeah, pull back.
Pull back. Yeah, I wouldn't give you back your money because I may not have it, but I'll probably tell you something wrong with your taste buds. I could probably tell you that. All right. So thank you to Little Caesars for sponsoring the first hour. Let's get to the topic right now. JD and Nisa are not professional counselors. We give our views and opinions on real life scenarios that people send to us.
We also encourage our audience to chime in and give their experiences. They are also not professional counselors, unless they are.
Now on to the topic.
Watch and enjoy.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
Topic time.
All right. So I am reading. Dear Nisa and JD, this is probably going to be the shortest letter ever. My boyfriend loves to talk about my body around his friends.
She on him.
I now start to read the thing.
No, well, if she says it's shortest letter. Anyway, sorry, my bad. Continue.
My boyfriend loves to talk about my body around his friends. He rubs on my buttocks. Well, she didn't write that, but I
What'd she
prefer to
say?
say that word. He rubs on my butt around our friends. Like I'm some sort of a prize. I really don't like it. He's not a Christian, but I am. I'm trusting God that he comes to the Lord. Okay. He's a very good man, no problems, except how I feel about him talking about my body every minute and bringing unnecessary attention to it. I asked him not to do it. I don't feel comfortable, but he said he's so proud of being with such a beautiful woman, and that's how he feels, and there's nothing wrong with boasting on me. There are no boundaries. Even when he comes to church with me, I am on edge. Around family, it's the same thing. What should I do? He already knows what is what and still continues to do his own thing.
She should have. What she look like?
Does it matter?
Oh, yeah.
Why does it matter?
What do you think, dog? And she had to be looking a particular way if the man only going on and on.
What is the particular way?
Well, I mean,
No, we don't know.
Risha,
No, leave Risha out of this.
Keevo,
Uh-huh.
if she says that he is going on and on about her body, and then every minute he is rubbing her bottom.
It could just be that he likes her bottom. Doesn't have to be
Well-
that it's a particular type of woman. What are you alluding to? That only a particular type of woman can harness attention.
No,
from
I'm
her
getting the kind of
spouse?
vibes that she probably kind of look a particular way.
I don't know what way that is. But good is
to him.
good is
Good to him.
relative.
Good to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but JD trying to he have one description of good.
Okay. Nah,
No,
That's
no,
his
no, no,
problem.
no, no,
good
no.
is a blanket statement. It's really
That's
about
right.
Don't
what
do
you
it.
find is good to you. But
Don't do me that. Is she write the letter, you know?
Yeah, but
she said,
she didn't say that I have a big anything. She simply says that he
Well-
always talking about her bottom.
and is somebody only talking about somebody bottom all the time? The bottom ain't flat.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, that's
anyway.
besides the point, right?
Anyway.
So she wants to know. She said she's telling him, look, the man only boasting. What you say, boasting
Around his friends.
Around his friends about her
He
body.
loves to talk about my body around his friends. He rubs on my butt around our friends like I'm some sort of a prize. And then she's saying that there's no boundary. Even when he comes to church, it's the same thing. Around family, it's the same thing.
Church? Jesus is Lord.
But she says he's a good guy. No problems, except that she doesn't like that trait.
And when she talked to him and say she don't like it, he says that, what he say? That
He is proud of being with such a beautiful woman. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with boasting about her.
well, and she wants to know what should she do. I mean, thoughts. All right, comment section, what you think? Do you think that he should pull back, I guess, from complimenting her? You see, women...
you're asking that question the wrong way.
You women doesn't know what you want.
You are asking that question the wrong way because she never stated that. She never said she have a problem with him complimenting her. You hear me, reader? And that's the problem with the world today.
That know what she said, huh?
All you're thinking that saying certain things are a compliment. But who said it's a compliment?
Well, yeah, because he's boasting on what, the blessings that he has gotten from the Lord. And he's proud. So he's saying, and now I may not do it because he kind of probably a little extra, but you can't beat up the man if he want to shout it out to the world, look, I have a beautiful woman.
Yeah, but I always believe in delivery. And maturity asks somebody to respect the fact that this is my woman. This is not everybody woman, right? This is my woman. And if I consider my woman beautiful, there's a way in which I tell people how beautiful she is, to respect her and to respect our relationship. And more than anything else, protection as a man is important. And to protect her feelings and to protect her body from other men now fantasizing about her. I don't think I need to tell partners and friends, watch out this girl, watch out she. I don't think that's necessary.
Bro, I just tell people words have power, right?
Yeah.
And words create stories in the mind. So I will never be around like my friends and be talking about, well, this is how it was last night, and and I hear people alluding to the fact that if that's your normal, no problem. But for me, I don't want to even create a space where I am now giving you a visual of my person. So if that's out of order,
no, the bed thing, the how it happened last night in bed, that's just I'm not listen. And it's not closing thoughts yet, but this is what I want to say. All right, before we get to that, Marlene says, sis, the man is not the man of the cloth material. You're a church girl, but you have a carnal man, that rough. And is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, listen.
That is also a valid point.
Now we go down the road of unequally yoked and all these things, and people don't understand the definition, I believe, of true unequally yokedness.
There are
right?
degrees to that.
There are men and also women who they're not in the fold yet. Right? They're not in the fold yet, but does that mean they shouldn't be with somebody who is in the kingdom?
That's a personal choice.
Yeah,
because
people just want to throw relationships
people,
under the bus fast just because well, he's not Christian and you're a Christian, or you're a Muslim and he's not Muslim, so away with all there, and it don't necessarily have to be so. And then you come and you end up with a church man and he kick and beating you.
We understand, but there's safety in knowing and creating your boundaries. Nobody ain't saying, because you could date, we all know you could date somebody that is the same color as you, height as you, religious convictions as you, like the same kind of food, but that doesn't guarantee anything working. So, but let me just read a comment, right? Shem says boasting is okay, The problem is the rubbing and maybe the touching, so he could pull back on that. Denise says, if she's a Christian, as she say the word of God is unequally yoked with non-believers is a serious thing. That's
I know it would have go down that road,
men behave.
Arisha, I know it would have go down that road. Right? Yeah.
Somebody say Keevo quiet boy.
So I wait till I'm a listener. I'm a listener.
Based on where I am now,
yeah.
I will not advise people to. You can be friends with everybody, but if you wanna segregate and single out yourself to this one person, I believe it's supposed to be towards on one head.
Right.
And you trying to convert somebody and hope and think that
The only thing I just convert is on even numbers to.
Yeah, I just only convert a link to MP3.
That is it.
Right? So,
That's it.
What is this person's name? It's Satsi. Wow.
Let me see.
Satzir.
Satirs?
Bisnat.
Binath.
Bina. All right. She says you want to get
She
it.
needs to firmly express that it comes across disrespectful in public, and she will no longer tolerate disrespect. What else will she speak about and be disrespected? However, at the same time, she should express that she appreciates that he is very much attracted to her physical features. Let him boast and show his gratitude behind closed doors.
Right. So if she's
Fair.
a Christian and he touching and she bottom, that giving a lot of physical notes towards,
Yeah.
like she's not supposed to be. They're not
I-
I'm trying to say, if she's a Christian and he's not, the way he was feeling up on she, it gives the impression that they have a nice sex life.
Well, that's our next thing.
And he just
Yeah.
can't stop touching the bottom.
Because it's nice. Listen, if you home with the girl and that's what you're doing, I can't fault you there.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, no problem. Even in public, you might, in terms of, you might just pat it over, but
Pat it?
to grope and to continuously make it look as though
He said
this is
pat it, guys.
Yeah, how do you mean? Take a little. How do you mean? That's an energizer there,
Oh my
All
God.
that is part of it, But but if she feels disrespected, he should respect the fact that that's what she feels. And in terms of the whole unequally yoked thing, as you said, there are different degrees to that.
Yeah.
And
Somebody
you
said
have
he
to
cooked me
know
that mic, yes?
what your pillars are, right? If your pillars are, he must start with this
Yeah.
Christian, then don't go there at all.
Yeah.
If that's not a pillar and you're a Christian, you're cool with somebody who is not Christian, cool. But don't start
You
with
start bad.
A hoping
Yeah.
that you start bad. If that's not your pillar, cool. But apparently that's your pillar. So you start bad already.
Yeah, you had to reach to work for 9 o'clock and you leave home late and you're hoping a maxi come around the corner. That you don't do that with your life.
No. Do that with your life.
You do that with your life at all.
Nah.
All right, let me get into the break. We're going to the quick break. When we come back, I will not listen. When we come back, you see, sometimes I feel you just can't please women. You have a man that ain't showing you no interest. He ain't complimenting you. He ain't telling you nothing. Then you get one now, right? And he over proud. You need a little taming down. A little taming, right? But now it's like, I like it. It's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you do. When you come back.
That was never the tone of the letter.
Hold your thought now. Hold your thought. When we come back, all right? It's Friday Night.
Pizza.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
Welcome inside another edition of JD's Vlog. What's up? My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
And this is the Friday Night. Shoo! Hey guys, all right, listen. Advertising with us is super valuable. Get your business, your brand, your product, or whatever it is in front of thousands of viewers every week.
And it's really affordable. WhatsApp us now to find out about our weekly or monthly packages and secure your spot ASAP.
Also, for those who want to get massive media coverage, we can funnel your business onto radio on Sky 99.5 FM Reloaded, the #1 urban gospel radio station.
So what are you waiting on? WhatsApp us today, 724-4249.
So invest now. FBL Podcast, Saturdays 7:30 p.m.
Only on JD's Vlog, Facebook, and YouTube.
Friday Online, every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. right here on JD's Vlog. When it comes to podcasting in Trinidad and Tobago, hey, we are number 1.
Babe, I tell you about that bragging thing. Let people like you now.
Well, I can't say we's number 4, and that don't even sound good. And that's a lie.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Lime, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
All right, we're back. We have our special guest in the building. Keevo is here. You understand? And man, let me tell you something, all right? He is definitely, one of our, I would say, premier content creators, If somebody wants to get into, of course, content creation, right? Because, I mean, you started off in your car, you still keep the content into the car, right? Would you say it's something feasible, and what would be your advice to somebody who wants to get in?
What is your end goal, first of all? You have to start with the end in mind, all right? Be intentional with whatever you plan to do. Be consistent. There's something called the tipping point, and I learned that very early, that you have to put in 10,000 hours before your 1 hour is worth $10,000.
Wow.
And if you're not doing that, if you're not willing to do 10,000 hours, don't even start, right? You have to be willing to do that. Consistency is key, and don't try to compare yourself to anybody else. Don't try to be the next something, right? I wasn't trying to be the next. Don't jealous me. I want to be the first Keevo, right? So always focus on what you want to be, and please, consistency is the #1 word. I'll always repeat that. Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah.
I feel like you said a mouthful there, and I'm trying to figure out what part, because we live in a space where there's a thin line between inspiration, being inspired, and then just biting, as you said. You didn't want to be the next whoever you wanted to be, the best you could be.
Correct.
But, you also said nothing is new under the sun. So when it comes to content,
right?
This one doing that, you doing this. Of course, your genes make what you do just what you do.
Yeah.
But how frustrating is it when the pool is so, I would use the word saturated, not in a good or bad way. There's just a lot. There's a lot happening.
Yeah.
How do you swim in those waters? Because we live in a time where the social media content creator, influencer, there's another word now, digital creators,
day trader, and all kinds of
traders, the names are being loaded in, and you're not being forgotten. You're still in the pool, but how do you maneuver? Do you accept any of the names given, or are you just like, I'm just Keevo, I'm doing my thing, I've been doing my thing, I know who I am, who I want to be. You could understand how to use inspiration, not biting. How does the mind settle itself and stay on course?
It really boils down to what I want to achieve on my platform. Right? Because as much as this space is saturated, the infinite space can't be really saturated because it's an infinite space. Right? And there's always somebody that needs to hear you.
Right.
Right? As much as you think there are 10,000 singers out there, there's this one person that needs to hear you. And that one person is the beginning of your tribe. So when I started, there was one person who said, I really love Keevo Boy. And I send that to my cousin and my other cousin, because they know them, they're friends better than I do. So they know what they would like. So it really starts with one. And that one person is the person that allows your brand to spread. So if you go out there thinking nobody going to come, it is a fallacy. People will come because there is somebody waiting to hear you. You just have to be consistent until the algorithm says, hey, JD is that person. And JD now help me spread my word. Yeah.
As you say, algorithm, what is your preferred platform? That's your
Instagram. Instagram is where I really...
We really all JD.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we like...
Somebody was telling us...
So you have no faith in Facebook?
A few months ago, that Facebook is ready for old...
Like the dinosaurs,
folks.
Whatever.
Facebook is actually my most... Like, if I put a video out there, it's the most engaged platform, right? So people, young and old, love that. And you have videos that I did 5 years ago still being viewed. But on Instagram, though, is where business-wise, it's better for me. But yeah, I would say between Facebook and Instagram, they do two different things, but my favorite will have to be Instagram.
Do you go to companies to promote yourself, or you wait for them to come to you?
They have come to me.
You ain't going to nobody and say, hey, I want booking.
No. I ain't going to that. I don't do that beggar thing, right? Because.
But is it begging, or is it now presenting yourself that, look, these are my services. I'm up for hire. Like a LinkedIn, LinkedIn they have up for hire.
Well, the way I see it is that a company knows what they want to achieve, and they go through the directory and say, I think Keevo will fit. And it's up to me to say, nah, yes or no, right? Most time I say no because they're paying well, right? But I only if I think that what I do may assist and we could collaborate, I may pitch an idea. So I can say, all right, this company is doing, for example, food, and I want to do a food drive. I say, let's collaborate. And if you could give me this, I could give you some content on this side, right? So it's not, hire me to do whatever you want me to do. It's a collaboration.
You said they're paying well. Obviously, we're not going to try to get into your bag or mind your business. Right. But what is that definition? Because people don't know,
Oh, yeah, people don't know.
What would be a definition of a content creator's bag, like for a video or what?
A video could range from $2,000 all the way up to $8,000. Yeah, that's the average. So just do content, but it's based on the amount of work needed. So you might do it in your car. There's not much editing and lighting needed. It might be lower end, but you need a whole production. You might go the higher end.
And well, of course, do you think the follower aspect still exists? That all right? You know what? Somebody might I might have 1,000 followers. But I have 1,000 or 400 die-hard persons that would react than somebody have 20,000 followers and there's no reach.
Right. So
do you think companies seeing that or understand that?
Not much of them know that because the micro-influencer is actually bigger than the large influencer. So if you have a following or engagement of die-hard, that engagement rate is much better because you're going to get 400 sales out of your 1,000 as opposed to 20,000 followers. And only 100 people actually engage in your product.
Right.
So you have to give people your analytics. So analytics is what tells people, all right, the engagement rate is much better on this side. I think I'll do better. So you will see people that you don't know, really, if you know what I mean, that you don't know them on Facebook or Instagram doing ads. It's because they're following maybe 5,000, but the engagement rate very high. So yeah.
Last quick question. Because I mean, on our platform, there's some things I try not to really touch on, but there's this interesting situation when the international content creator, one of his, I guess, verbal charges or one of the things they had against him was content creators going to different parts of the country and not having a work permit for use for operating the platform in the country for work, because if your page monetized, and it's the first time I sit down and say, I watch Nisa say, but if my page is monetized, it's work, and I go to Tobago and I start to do a review. Hey, I eating this hot dog because I know I getting paid. Pause, right? Right, and then the government says, well, that is work. You're supposed to have a work permit. What are your thoughts on that? Like, how we will control that? Because
this happened in a while now. Ling and Lam came. Not so?
Yeah, and I understand. It looked like if it was what the tourism or whoever.
A lot of people came.
So.
Right? A lot of people have come and done that. What was publicized is what the issue would have probably been in my estimation. So this is not anything new, because any company or any country would love if both of you all go and show how wonderful this country is. It's going to be more tourism, more business for me.
Right.
I don't need, what work permit are you talking about? Come, right? But now on this side, I think the issue is what you are publicizing there as opposed to working. Because this is something not new.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. And I wish it was like that for the case. If we go down on the boardwalk, we try to go down on the is it the boardwalk? Boardwalk or broadwalk?
What is it?
boardwalk in Shagaramas.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we was just doing a little guerrilla video, whatever, and the security come out of the water, boy. They just splash. Yeah. Well, it can't be, tape it on video to yada gap. I said, Daddy, we trying to show the place, you know, and they shut we down and they whatever. So I guess, you know, we still probably backward in little aspects of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's unfortunate, to be honest, because as I said, you know, you're doing great work. And I don't know if there is or to come some type of legal document that allows content creators to, one, benefit monetarily, to not be blocked by a security guard to do content based on, you know, listen, we are a legitimate business that coming to do stuff for you. So, you know, it would allow us to do more, allow us to be probably paid for some of the stuff that we do, as opposed to just giving people a big up. You know, everybody wants a big up now.
It's really bad because we went to do an ad for Little Caesars one time, and JD just needed to throw the rope on a wall, take a picture, bro.
This is in front of Little Caesars.
The security
compound
was like, you can't use that wall to take the picture. We were like, we actually working for the place.
No, I don't care. The kind of thing. And I was like, bro, you know.
It went downhill really quick.
Yeah.
Whole nother story. All right, guys, let's close off this hour. It is 3 minutes past the bottom of the first hour?
Yes.
First hour, we have Keevo in the building. Instead of running back to our ads, we're just going to let you know, thank you so much to Little Caesars. Little Caesars, our, title sponsors. We say thank you. So if you're now joining us, make sure and go and check out Little Caesars deep dish Italian cheese bread. Yeah? Definitely worth the check. All right? You say, hey, JD, you all got Cash App? Yes, we do. That's it right there. You got PayPal? Yes, we do. It's right over there. All right? Thank you so much. So, what we're going to do one time. All right? You want to jump into it one time, or?
One time.
Let's get ready to
So we doing that before we eat? We eating after or something?
How you mean?
We eating after?
Yeah, I would deal with you now.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, like deal with you one time, boy.
Let's
Yes, sir.
So, Keevo, if you don't know what this game is...
When are we at a mash him up, eh?
How you pointing like a prophet, so?
When are we at, Jen?
I don't like that. It's throw me off.
Last week, Rudy, what are we gang up on him?
Was it Rudy?
Yeah, he said we gang up on him. There we go. We can explain to him after. Let me please my thing now.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
In the classroom. I've seen all your comments, right? In the classroom. Hey,
who you think with tonight?
Jerry, you could button your shirt, please. This is not Prince on steroids. Button that shirt, please. No, I real serious. I'm not going through that. Very good.
Your wife just tell you button your shirt, Daddy? Your wife just tell you button up your shirt?
Nah, she never told me that.
Probably because you never had to. So what the problem is?
Wait.
You think you is Prince in concert?
You can't tell me button up my shirt on the national
TV.
TV.
I can't tell you. All your skin showing. You know how if I decide to pull up my shirt here, what
but look your skin, look how your nice, good set body chain up.
This is my arm. Not your chest. In the classroom.
All right. Ready to go.
Hey,
tell them the rules.
All right, so Keevo, this is a rhyming game. If you know Friday and Lime, it's a game we play all the time. If I say shoot and he say loot, you keep rhyming until.
Yeah.
But we can't say the same words. However, if we do say the same word, it sounds the same, but it means two different things. Like I say, I will wrap you in the ground. And then, like I'll wrap you, like my raps are so cool, wrap you in the ground.
Right.
And then somebody say, I wrap your head like a turban. Same rap, but it's two different words. So that could pass.
Okay.
Right.
So you need to rhyme, it needs to sound alike as well.
And
no problem.
And you have to say classroom at the ending. For
Okay.
instance, let me give you an example, right? Ready? Yeah, I run things in the classroom.
I like my rings in the classroom.
Girl, let's do the thing in the classroom.
You mean you want to fling in the classroom?
Slap your bottom and ding in the classroom. You get it?
Yeah, but you can't really sing in the classroom.
Right, right? All right. So,
did you just do exactly what the lady don't like in the story?
Yeah.
And he knows I don't like that either.
did I do it?
Yes, you did.
In the classroom.
And this
Put your
constant.
mic on. Huh? Yeah, good. Go ahead.
But y'all married though.
It
Well, I'm trying to
doesn't, no,
tell-
it doesn't matter if you're married or not. If somebody doesn't like something, if your husband says, "I don't like when you cook dal," you will cook dal.
I don't think anybody saw.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I think it was on me.
Saw?
All right, Keevo said,
Okay.
Keevo saw.
It was on me.
All right, there you go.
All right, so we're going to flip a quarter and we're going to see who's going to go up against Keevo.
Yeah, the quarter
Nisa,
there.
it was always there. Where's he?
Anybody
be
have a
short.
quarter? Anybody have a quarter?
Man, you spend it.
I've never heard Trini say quarter in my life.
Really?
Serious.
Shilling or bob?
Shilling.
What
Bob.
is it, Bob?
That's how people that say
Yeah,
bob.
Bob is our old
Risha,
one.
you have a quarter?
I'm going into my purse here.
Bob, you say it.
Bob, you say no.
If you're from South, you know what a bob
I
is.
know about the shilling.
We say shilling, 25 cents.
Yes, shilling is East-West corridor, right? The bob is South. Yeah.
25 cents, you know? All right, so
Here's a quarter.
All right, thank you.
if you get Nisa, don't underestimate you in problems, right? If you get
Yeah,
me,
this gonna be short. I know that.
I do appreciate the lack of enthusiasm. I just read books, you know. All right, so you taking heads or tails? Well, birds or
Numbers.
numbers?
numbers.
All right.
Come, let me do it. I don't trust you.
Papa, you.
Come, let me do it.
I missed the whole thing, yes?
You know how to flip. Ah!
Numbers.
No, this is a
Right,
bird.
birds? But let's have a bird on it. What's happening? Okay, right.
Yeah, you go in.
All right, Keevo, you and I.
All right, Keevo. Oh, man. Sorry. Then.
I
Keevo,
don't appreciate this sign, you know.
you're up next. All right?
Come on, give me your best shot.
All right, cool.
Let's get ready to rumble.
So I start, of course.
All right.
Ready?
Ready. Ready.
In the classroom. I need to hear the music come a little bit.
Hey, what we doing in the classroom?
I'm trying to choose a color.
Come on, Nisa. Come on, Nisa.
All right, I'm ready. Do you like this chain in the classroom?
Yeah, but and I'm not vain in the classroom.
Yeah, you got a stain in the classroom.
Yeah, I use my cane in the classroom.
Do you see my vein in the classroom?
Wait, that's rain in the classroom?
Remain in the classroom.
Contain in the classroom.
Right.
Disdain in the classroom.
But just don't complain in the classroom.
Do you like T-Pain in the classroom?
Wait, I listen to Fane in the classroom.
Yeah, but you gain in the classroom.
1, 2, 3, aim in the classroom.
Aim?
Yeah. I was busting there. I was trying my best. I was trying my best.
Yo, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
My back wet.
It wasn't bad.
That was pretty good.
I'm feeling
That's
frightened.
the Marco. All right, so comment section. Who lost that one?
Well, you
Nah,
lose,
you
Keevo
know, yeah.
lose.
Keevo lost that one. All right.
Man, say it through your play.
All right, so that is 1-0.
Hold on, I can't breathe. Hold
All
on.
right, let's go.
I
Let's
was
go.
real
Let's
nervous.
go.
I was real nervous.
I wasn't bad.
All right.
Keevo, I think, boy. Keevo, I think.
In the classroom.
You go again.
In the classroom.
Keevo, I think on it. Yeah, I think.
In the classroom. Hey, what we doing in the... I like cornflakes in the classroom.
I like fried bakes in the classroom.
Do you want a milkshake in the classroom?
Nah, I'll eat a steak in the classroom.
I feel an earthquake in the classroom.
Take in the classroom.
I want a remake in the classroom.
I had to go a little weak in the classroom.
Yeah, his name is Blake in the classroom.
Oh gosh, for goodness sake, in the classroom.
You look like a cheapsake in the classroom.
Where the lake? In the classroom?
Is this a keepsake in the classroom?
Rick in the classroom. That was bad.
I like the wake. I like the wake one. I gotta go out
I
wake.
gotta go.
I can't breathe.
That wasn't bad.
Lisa
That wasn't
Kane
bad.
on.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was good.
This is probably the
And you know what?
tightest
You know what?
match ever.
You know what fretting me, boy? He calm, boy.
Yeah.
And he just, I say, oh my God, this person got
It
worse.
take a little while, to reach.
All right, Keevo, you're not out yet. Right? We have one more round.
Okay.
If you win this round, then you could always come back.
All right, cool.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Nisa, it's on you.
In the classroom.
Nisa, it's on you.
In the classroom.
Yeah.
In the classroom. Hey. I like to eat corn in the classroom.
I like to go on in the classroom.
What?
Huh?
What is it?
What is that?
What you said?
What is that?
I said I don't watch porn in the classroom.
Oh,
you
you
said
said
you want
porn.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
said that?
Yeah.
All right, you
didn't
said
hear
it.
what
Let's
it
go. You said, let's go. You said they like porn.
Hey.
Let's go.
In the classroom.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yo, I got a newborn in the classroom.
I look at my yawn in the classroom.
I'm forlorn in the classroom.
Wait, is it dawn in the classroom?
I spawn in the classroom.
Dawn. That was a hard word, boy.
What are you doing? Forlorn.
Who
just said forlorn?
Corn. That was hard, boy.
You know what make him laugh?
Oh my God.
Was when he said, God, she come back.
Let's go by the next word, right?
Excuse
Get you
me.
there, but that was good.
Good day. I just
All
need
right.
y'all to be quiet
Oh,
for a minute
man. Here we
because
go, here we
my
go.
name Felicia and I come out when I wins. Just give me a little moment.
Yeah. Big up
That's
you.
right. Hold on, you're talking. My name Felicia. What's your name here, Kevin? What Keevo? I know they say he a comedic or what? You comedic? I don't know, but you know, my mama taught me to read books, and she said, Janice,
Oh, man. Here
you
she
got
goes.
to read because you don't know who you're gonna be up
Just
against
bear-
one day.
just
You
bear with her.
Yeah.
Just bear
Hold
with
on,
her.
you in my speech. My name Felicia, and I takes
Felicia
my word.
outside.
I takes my words seriously. You know what I'm
God.
saying? You gotta look at me when I'm talking to you, Mr.
Yes.
Keevo.
Yes, Miss
because
Felicia.
this is a serious thing. And, you know, when I win, I win.
You
You
win.
know, so can I
Yeah.
get applause? Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, guys.
Well done.
You know, I worked hard.
Well done.
All my life, I had to
fight.
I had to fight.
Would somebody come on Friday Can Live and destroy Nisa, please?
Wow. Did Rudy win last night?
No, he did not.
All right,
Win
good.
what?
Just
All right,
Jace lose. Queen Omega.
Oh God, Lisa, that
my
forlorn
God.
word. Who does just say forlorn?
That's
Forlorn.
why-
Oh
Good
gosh,
day.
you boy.
I just want to say that's why my mama told me you gotta read them books. It's a word, you know. You gotta get with the time.
Read them books, boy.
There are no more words than cat, rat, or bat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep on.
You gotta add your
read them.
Yeah, read them books
vocabulary.
and
Gotta
read
read
them
them.
That's right.
I
That's
get
right.
a
Alright.
Republic readers tomorrow.
Comment section is saying, congratulations, Nisa, Felicia. Oh man, you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, babe. But that's
Thank
pretty.
you.
That's pretty good.
Nah,
Keevo.
she get a good
Excellent.
run. She get a good run, no.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a nice
Cause
back
Kevo
and
not,
forth.
Yeah.
Kevo not back to front at all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you
He's
know?
calm. He's calm with it.
Not back to forth at all. All right, cool. So normally we would get into our random singing. We asked Kevo if he knew any songs off the top of his head. He didn't have one prepared for us.
I didn't know.
I don't know if he might be as bad or he would have been as bad as
No.
Daniel Loveless.
What Daniel?
Oh yeah, he sang.
There was
It was
an
testimony.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check it out. The episodes are on.
I was gonna send you clip face.
Yeah.
Really, really. Yeah, you can't be better than that. All right.
So can I ask Kevo a question as we continue? Right.
Go ahead.
You are married.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy?
Yes, definitely.
You know, a lot of people talk about marriage is real work. Marriage is work. You know, and do you agree that it's work?
Yes, it is work.
Is it work, or is it nice work?
It is a combination of nice and ugly work. When I say ugly, it requires you to dig deep inside yourself and pull out the bad and the good.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a combination.
Yeah, it's definitely not a selfish.
Yeah, I would say it's like it's like making a pot of soup. All right. There's carrots inside there, and sometimes might have onions. But when you blend it properly, it tastes real good. Right. So you need to have both of them.
Yeah, I'm asking because we would have seen you in the grocery. That's what would have led to us having you here in our space. And I remember I said to you, I said, where's Dana? Sorry. And I can't remember what you said, but I said, tell her congratulations.
Right.
And only afterwards did I said, JD, but it's not one person had a baby. It's two persons.
Right.
And there's this at least probably a month now, this thing is trending where people, well, Anil, who's a friend of ours, he would have made a statement and it went totally, the country didn't take it well at all. He is all, I don't know where we are now because I'm not following anymore. But, seeing you there, it was just you and the boy, and you were doing what I guess people would think is the woman's job to do. How do you balance that? Do you think anything was wrong with you doing the duty of getting the stuff in the grocery? That's one. And in terms of what happened on the internet, where is your mind? Do you think women should aspire to be what you now have, which is a family that make that work for them and that be
I think women should aspire to be what God called it to be.
And that could be anything.
Right? I always believe marriage is a vocation. Being a wife is a vocation. Being a mother is a vocation. That's a calling. All right? Some things you're not called to do. All right? For me, I don't see me going in the grocery to get things for my family as being a woman's role. That can't make sense to me. Right? There are biological roles that exist within a man and a woman. So there are things that the man can do for the family or the children biologically in terms of discipline and that kind of stuff. The mother can do it. But me teaching my son how to be a man is not the mother's role. Right? My wife teaching a daughter to be a woman is not the man's role. So there are biological rules that we can't get away from. But me cooking breakfast and her cooking breakfast is based on what we agreed to in our household. Right? So me thinking that she have to make everything, nah. I make breakfast for my wife, she make breakfast for me. That is it. Right? If she does it better than I can, I could rock back and say, well, that's not for me. But the roles of you're supposed to be so because you're a female, and you're supposed to be so because you're a male, that's the agreement that happens in the household. But biologically, I think there are things that a man is called to do, I think a woman is called to do. Other than that, you all agree.
You know, and it's going straight back to when we were... Risha, you have something to say there?
Yeah, the part about a man not being able to teach his daughter certain things, and a woman not being able to teach a man certain things. That's a whole other can of worms. Yeah, that resonated with me because I'm, a single parent, and so I have one of each sex.
Right.
And so I see now where it is, I can't teach him certain things.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be a man. I'm not a dude. So, it's necessary.
I think I learned from very early that there is individuality, there is identity, and there's intimacy in terms of how you raise a child. And identities comes from the same-sex parent. We learn how to be a man from daddy, woman from mommy. And then individuality is where the opposite sex parent comes into play. So the woman learns how a man to treat her, and the man learns how the woman to treat him. And then the intimacy is where the man and the woman live together and show how they're supposed to be able to relate. And that's what is often missing.
That is...
Right?
Where you learn that?
That is the most...
that whole trilogy, that whole thing you just explained there.
I did a course called Healing the Father Wound.
Wow.
Right, very, very early. And they did that. In Trinidad, yeah.
Yeah, that's powerful. That is powerful, all right?
He had my mouth open, because...
That's a lot. And I believe most men need to do them thing. Yeah. You need to,
yeah.
You know, do them things that make sense in the world. And not to be a menace to society and to other females, etc. But it's a whole circle, eh?
It's a whole circle.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, of course, we're going to open up the lines. We want to give you opportunity to open the lines. Of course, we're still talking about the topic. Nisa, you want to summarize the topic for us?
All right.
For those who just coming in?
Yes. So let me go back to the topic. The topic for tonight, should I summarize it? It's pretty short.
You want to read it out? You could do that.
Yeah, trying to find it real quick because it's not very long. Right. Dear Nisa and JD, this is probably going to be the shortest letter ever. My boyfriend loves to talk about my body around his friends. He rubs my rear
bottom
around our friends like I'm some sort of a prize. I really don't like it. He's not a Christian, but I am. I'm trusting God that he comes to the Lord. He's a very good man, no problems, except how I feel about him talking about my body and bringing unnecessary attention to it. I asked him not to do it. I don't feel comfortable, but he said he's so proud of being with such a beautiful woman, and that's how he feels, and there's nothing wrong with boasting on me. There's no boundaries. Even when he comes to church with me, I am on edge. Around family, it's the same thing. What should I do? He already knows what is what, and he still continues to do his own thing.
Yeah. All right. 724-4249 if you want to chime in. Chime in on the topic. Especially I want to hear from
men.
If we can. We want to hear from a gentleman, you know what I mean?
Hello. I want to know who called him quick.
Call now. Fry bacon line.
Please don't disappoint us, Keevo.
Oh, they want to see Keevo sing. Yeah.
All right, I'll do Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly me to the moon.
You know, I don't have an extension to watch it. You wouldn't see it on the screen. You know the words offhand?
Most of it.
All right, nice.
But if you have data, you could just pull up the words. JD.
You can pull the words up, right?
Yeah, lyrics.
All right, we gonna look for it. Fly. All right, so Keevo is not gonna disappoint you. He's gonna sing. I'm interested if he's any good. If he's any good at singing.
I just not disappointed, my friend. That's all.
Nice.
Do expect. Do expect best village here. Right?
Call now.
I feel like
Fry bacon line.
I feel like I understand what you all are saying.
I didn't say anything much yet, huh?
But at the same time, if a man is proud of you and who you are, right? That some men just need a little taming.
Well, that's what she's saying.
But he not taking it.
So where are you going? Where are you going with this point?
He just on and on with it all in church.
I think she may have some insecurities.
Nah. You have to behave yourself in front of the Lord. Oh, you in church and rapping the girl bottom. Come on.
No, he didn't. She didn't say that.
Yes.
Yeah, she did. She said even in church, she's on edge because he basically has no chill.
He always touching the girl bottom all over the place.
Well, I can't. No, guys, remember this. These are married couple you're talking about.
No, they're not. It's a boyfriend.
They're married?
No.
Oh, they're not married?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me pull that way back. All right.
My boyfriend loves too.
Well, they're about to be married.
Oh, no. Excuse me?
All right, preach. Prophesy. Hallelujah.
They're about to be married. You know, she said he's a good man. All of these things. The only problem is he like my body in so much. He want to, show it in front. He boast about.
Yeah, I don't like your tone, right?
Where's my tone?
Because I'm not sure if you're playing devil's advocate or you're being smart. Because it doesn't matter if it's
trying to show these women
JD, no.
Stop making unnecessary things a
How
problem.
is it unnecessary? And this is another problem in the world. If somebody is brave enough to say, I feel this.
What you don't like?
Even if you can't understand, if that is your mindset to somebody that you with sharing how they feel about something you do, if they can't have that
what
space.
You don't like. You don't like the man boasting and saying, I have a beautiful black princess, a queen.
That's not what he's saying.
Well, you don't know
She
what.
never said that's what he said. His problem is touch. He just don't know how to pull back, always groping, always talking about her body in front of others. Everything we do affects someone.
Well,
if you don't understand that you should not be in a relationship.
Groping is a strong word. We don't know if it was just a light.
He needs to get a tongue thing.
Yeah,
if she in church and thing, he needs to go and find a tongue thing to wrap up.
We don't know to what extent. We don't. The man was.
We don't know, eh?
We don't know, but
if she had to send a message to your Olia about it, means it's uncomfortable for her.
But that's my point.
Yeah, that's all I'll say. We don't know.
What are you uncomfortable about?
Huh? Well, if it is that, let's say, for example, she has never been in a relationship before. Or, for example, something happened before that she didn't much like, right? And that reminds her of it. All those things could happen. How do we make sure that she feels safe in this space, right? It's really about safety, you know. How she feels safe emotionally in this space. And if it is that his grouping and him advertising her, that's how I see it, as advertising. I don't mind talking about my wife and say, my wife very beautiful, she's very attractive, etc. But for me to go into the fact that she have this about her hips is 36, that's for me and you. I don't think I need to tell anybody that. You could see that for yourself when you see her in public. But for me to list out what my wife has as assets, that is my wife under this roof, under this type of order. I don't think I need to tell her that. Somebody call in.
Let's go. Good evening, Friday Bacon Line.
Hi, good day. I'm listening to your conversation, and I'm wondering, does this writer like public displays of affection, which also includes grabbing, or not just grabbing, but includes touching? If you don't like the word grabbing, I will say touch, because to me, what I'm hearing is that she probably like public displays of affection, what the man is doing, displaying her to his friends, but not too much. You understand? Because I mean, which for me leaves the man in a confused state, because I mean, how much is too much? How far should I go with this? You know, all that in a man's mind is displaying affection, and I'm seeing they come. Huh?
I feel where you're coming from, you know, but I don't feel the energy in this room. They kind of understand where you're coming from. You understand? I kind of feeling you, because in you know, and I was in the last hour I was saying I feel she has some insecurities, maybe about herself. Somebody who love themselves and find they look good, might like somebody telling them they look good. Go ahead.
Maybe it's because I don't know if she had a previous boyfriend that she let her guard down for, that now she is putting it up when the same affection is being displayed. I don't know. But look at it this way. If she wanted to be touched, if she wanted to be displayed like that, but he didn't know how to display that level of affection, you know, that would also be a problem, right? People would be like, well, what kind of man you have? He don't know that he should display you in front of his friends. Now, that is a problem. He ain't even touching you. Nah, man. That means he probably have a next woman. The man doing it, and it's a problem.
Yo,
I mean, the man, to me, the man, that is his woman. They have intentions of getting married. I mean, I ain't expect you to do all the fornicating thing. I ain't expect them to do that. But I mean, is your woman?
All right. Yo,
what you doing? That is your man. Anyway, I go on. Bye.
I think that's what has happened. There needs to be a conversation between her and the man.
A conversation again?
Thank you for
conversation.
The woman said that she has spoken to him about it. If you are being presented with files to a case that can help you solve a crime, and you decide, I don't like the evidence, and you trying to create a next case, if I don't like something, what the rest of the world have to do with what's going on in our relationship? And what your friend think and what the neighbor feel, that have nothing to do with me.
Call now.
You ladies in the comment section talking big. Come on the phone. I'm asking you a custom.
My God.
I'm asking you a question, you know? Risha.
Yes.
Step forward.
What do you want to know?
You have a man.
you're talking slow.
Hold on, now, man.
There's too much of space.
You have a good man, right? Treating you good, taking care, wherever and wherever.
Paying the bills.
But hold on, the man is a good man, right? But he just, man, he in love with your body. We shall hold that. Is that the same caller? We shall hold that thought just now. All right. Let me see. All right, one more time. Let me go.
I have one more thing. I hear what Nisa now said. If the man take, and I hear what the other lady guess, what's her name?
Risha.
What?
Risha.
Risha, right. I hear what Nisha and Risha, wow. Anyway, I hear what Nisha and Risha said. What if the man take what y'all are saying to mind and the man stop touching?
She never asked him to stop.
But that is what going on there.
So the
That
man.
is what?
So she not talking to an adult. She talking to a preschooler. So I can't tell you.
No.
Wait, so you
wait,
can create some
wait.
healthy boundaries as to how and when and how to pull back because you are 5.
No, but what if the man take it as all right? You don't want me to touch you. All right,
said
cool.
that.
I will.
Well,
stop
then
that.
he's an immature man.
That's what I'm saying. Bring out the preschool, put some sand in the box, let me roll in
Yeah,
it.
what could happen to her?
So it's either you want the man to touch or you don't want him to touch.
That is not the no. There's there's no black and white
talking
there.
about time and place.
Yeah, there's no black and white in that. I don't think there's a black and white in that scenario because if you're an adult, you should know that if I go in a bank, right, I know my voice should be, hi, good afternoon, everybody, right? But if somebody tell you, all right, that a little too loud, turn down a little bit, you know what to do.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't go in a bank and do talk. You know how to tone it down.
So you're all just basically talking about time and place.
Yeah.
We're talking about time and place, respect for the communication between you and your partner. So you now have knowledge. Knowledge is power and pain. If you choose it to be knowledge, you say, this is what she said to me. This is what I like. How do we make this work for us? When I'm outside.
But what is shame for?
It's not one to you.
Well, in this case, and I'll end with this. A discussion really needs to be had. But if it is, yes. All right, because the man clearly do not understand the type of lady he has. But the lady, if the man decides, here's what, this is what we're going to do, I'm not going to touch you here anymore, the woman better don't come back and say, my man stopped doing this. She better don't come back in I'm waiting. I'm going.
Wait, my brother. Continue waiting.
You know what?
JD, I want to say something. You understand? It's not about being shame. It's about how you feel about, when JD and I first started dating, he was, JD just used to say anything and everything. And he used to say, but I don't come from that. I don't like that. I cannot deal with that. Especially when I'm around. Remember when Surrender used to be Liming this boy? I say, that is not me, But check your WhatsApp. Make sure you're in the right space. I don't know what chat you're in, but this is not how we operate. And if you understand how, you want this to work, then we had a...
Yeah, the compromise. Yeah, the compromise. And the mere fact that she has had the conversation over and over.
Let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, ma'am.
Great show, actually. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
My view, as a woman, married 21 years as of this year.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
I would say, I think he probably loves her body more than he loves her. Because if he really loved her as much as he loved her body, he would have respected her opinion. She doesn't like the touch. She didn't say she didn't like him, but she doesn't like the touch. And I think it's only fair that he respects her opinion. And at least, she didn't even say she didn't like the touch in general.
Mm-hmm.
She just probably didn't like it just any and everywhere and all over.
Yeah.
So I think to keep his lady happy, he could tone down a little, I think.
Ma'am, thank you for calling. Let me ask you this question. Let me engage you a second, right?
Certainly.
21 years of marriage. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There are couples, let's talk an intimate talk. There's some women don't like oral sex in marriage, right? They say men like that, but the man likes it, or vice versa. Right? Depending on the situation. Should the man or the woman now say, well, I don't like that, and if you really love me and respect me, I shouldn't do it, and leave the next person lacking? Or should the person say, well, this is what you love, let me now compromise and get with the program to try to please or make the person feel, to give the person the satisfaction?
Good question.
Very good question.
But I believe that it starts from the beginning. This is why we don't just jump into marriage without having a discussion or talking about things we would like, things we don't like, that kind of thing. Now, if I could be honest, and I hope I'm not out of place to say,
No.
I am a person that like that, right? And if I met someone who didn't like it, I know I like it to the extent that I like it. Why should I go and get married to somebody that doesn't like doing it and then complain within my marriage? You understand the point I'm making?
Yeah.
So if it is for some reason along the line in our marriage, there comes a problem where he can't do it, then I have to be the wife and understand, well, it's not like he doesn't want to, but he now can't do it. Then I would have to understand. But when we met each other, these are conversations we had. So I can't see you now that we're married, you jump off the bandwagon and you all of a sudden don't like it. Then that's another topic.
Well, that's you married 21 years. Tell you married 21 years. Big up.
Big up you.
Big up you.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you so much for calling. So you're
I'm enjoying the show.
all right, great.
So
Thank
let
you so
that
much.
young lady check herself.
Yeah.
And she's a praying person. Continue to pray. Maybe that's not what God wants.
Yeah, true.
Move on.
I wanted to touch on a perspective.
Thank you, caller.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good night. You too.
This perspective, right?
Yeah.
Now, there are some people who are what I call emotionally stuck, right? Meaning you're still 15 years old and they never left that, right? Now, 15-year-old Keevo may have a girlfriend, and based on the conversation that we had as boys at 15 years old, I girl real best, but you see my girl, boy, and they're still emotionally stuck there.
Yeah.
Now, if you live 10 years not having a girlfriend, not maturing, you may now meet somebody who is attractive and still have a 15-year-old mindset. And here you are believing that this is how 25-year-old or 30-year-old people talk. They don't talk like that, right? So you're still 15 years old and you haven't left that part of you and you still think you can communicate about your girlfriend like that. At 15 years old, and that's saying it was okay, but that was the norm, right? My girl best, my boyfriend best.
Right.
Damn days done. But you're probably still using that right now and not knowing this is a mature relationship.
Yeah.
Where boundaries are set, where you can't do that because we're moving into marriage. It's possible. Is he still a 15-year-old? Because that is something right.
That is something right. My contribution or my overflow to that is we know in Christendom, people just act like if you cannot talk about these things. And then we end up in marriages where we don't know what to do, we don't know where to turn, and then people end up having extramarital affairs because they don't even know how to control lust, and they just don't know. And let's be real, a lot of marriages, a lot of first-time marriages, there's a lot of trial, a lot of error. I am living proof of that. You think you know at 19 and you just don't know. You know, sometimes you think you know at 35 and you still don't know. And we live in an unforgiving world, but that's a different story. But people have a responsibility to themselves to check themselves.
Yeah.
The world can't keep checking you for you.
No.
Wow.
That's
All
a
right.
good. Ooh, you need to trademark
what's
that one.
going on
The
here?
world can't keep checking you for you. That's so much so poignant.
All right, man. Listen. Let me take a quick one here. We're gonna go to a very, very quick break. When we come back, Keevo going and sing for you know. Yeah, he say he going and sing for all year. All right, we're gonna get this song. And when we come back, closing thoughts coming in a little bit. All right, don't go anywhere.
All right, got you.
Yeah, Fry Bacon Lime.
Pizza.
Welcome inside another edition of JD's Vlog. What's up? My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
And this is the Fry Bacon Lime. Shoo! Hey guys, all right, listen. Advertising with us is super valuable. Get your business, your brand, your product, or whatever it is in front of thousands of viewers every week.
And it's really affordable. WhatsApp us now to find out about our weekly or monthly packages and secure your spot ASAP.
Also, for those who want to get massive media coverage, we can funnel your business onto radio on Sky 99.5 FM Reloaded, the #1 urban gospel radio station.
So, what are you waiting on? WhatsApp us today, 724-4249.
So, invest now. FBL Podcast, Saturdays, 7:30 p.m.
Only on JD's Vlog, Facebook, and YouTube.
Fry Bacon Lime, every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. right here on JD's Vlog. When it comes to podcasting in Trinidad and Tobago, hey, we are #1.
Babe, I tell you about that bragging thing. Let people like you now.
Well, I can't say we's #4, and that don't even sound good. And that's a lie.
It's heated in the back here and all, yeah? Heated, you know? God keep talking to Mike now, family.
Yes, she might lose a good one, but it have plenty more. Who know how to understand, take it down in front of people and in church, and you can't be touching in church.
You want to lose a good man because the man love your body?
It have more man.
JD, that's
It have more good man.
You want to lose a man
JD, that is not
because
the
the man love you inside and he love
He
you
love
outside.
me more out than
no.
in.
You now throw that in there.
I
right?
know,
Don't
true.
try to pull back on your thought.
Let me
Listen,
get to
I
the
was
random
hold
singing
on.
now.
We're going to the random singing, but you can't do that before the song. I remember I was dating somebody, right? And in the middle, almost at the end of the relationship, when the house done burned down, right? He is to share with me that he'd already I had dreads. If you don't know that, I had dreads for about 12 years. I cut the hair and everything, and the person basically told me, "You're ugly." All we have in common is the fact that it was music. So
Well, clearly
that
he's a
person,
madman.
hold on, I didn't
He
get
mad.
your testimony, right? So he wasn't really in love with me. He was in love with the exterior, the hair and the song, but not my soul. Ooh. So what we doing? So you can't just say, so you're going to lose a good man because he like your body. Sometimes that is I prefer
Sometimes
to
you
lose
gotta
that.
lose.
I prefer to lose them.
To win again.
I think she more bothered by the fact that he not Christian. You know?
It's not Christian.
I feel she more bothered by that.
Well, look at that. We didn't even
I
study
feel
that
as though
today.
because she praying that he comes around because she mentioned that first.
Yeah, that's first.
And she probably don't want to look as though you know are judging him for not being Christian.
Let me go
Let me go with the let me go with the body thing.
Yes.
She probably just can't deal with the fact that this man ain't really in
So
the
we
kingdom.
didn't even look at that aspect yet.
Yeah.
That,
It could
so
be that.
if he was in the church,
But we should
it's
say
all right.
we should say that. Say, don't put yourself, woman, good day. The only person that could change another person is the Lord. And most people just had to hit rock bottom before they recognize that but I need to pull up this ship. And by that time, it's kind of too late. Too late. Please do not go into relationships thinking that your face is that pretty or your waist is that thin or you're that thick or whatever, because life just do something and you just get thin.
I agree.
And you could lose your mind and all the exterior things that
I
you
agree.
think is going to keep
but
this
they have a
person.
saying called "beat it while it's hot."
JD, I can't stand you. I
You
don't.
know the saying, Keevo?
Yeah, I know that.
You can't be serious for 1 second, eh?
I'm very much serious. You just don't see.
You're pointing like a prophet again.
Right? You just doesn't see. You doesn't see the wisdom in the little light times. You understand? But in my closing thoughts, I will let all you know. Women only listen to me. That's why I only getting a whole set of divorce and manless in this last year.
He said manless.
You understand? Manless. All only walking around.
We walking around manless?
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to hit it in church?
No. And that is not what I say, right, Risha? Take a bang, bang. All right. All right, let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. Random singing! Yes, boy. Keyboard random singing. Let me go again. I press it?
I think it's
I
pressed.
did. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool.
How this beginning long, so like how men just take long to make up their mind.
I'm going to bring it back for you, Keith. Hold on. I'm going to bring it back for you. Nice. Random singing. Keep in the building. What he choose today, boy?
Oh, no. Okay, all right, sorry.
Okay, so we go. I'll put my hand
Yeah. Let me keep
remember, he can't see.
Yeah, he can't see the words. We go fix that, guys. We
That's
go
our
fix the
next-
words thing, right?
Men just generally take
Don't
long to
study
see.
it, okay? Men don't study too.
We going again. I'll tell you, I'll put my hand here, right?
Okay.
Come, go back.
Ooh, this one's starting a kind of way.
Go back, right.
Okay, cool. We will get the words on the screen next time. Let me go.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand.
The vibrato is there.
In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore.
Go up in your head for a second, yeah?
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Let the Lord use you.
They say, all right, Keevo.
All right.
Another word.
This interlude long, boy. Like
Yeah,
how
it's
some
long, it's long.
men need time to make up
Yeah.
their mind, yeah? Yeah, these are songs for all, yeah.
It's supposed to come in just now.
Point to me.
1, 2, 3, 2. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words,
But you know, they are real words.
I love you.
Bing.
I try to think.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good, man.
Thank you.
Yo, listen, the comment section.
Oh man, somebody
My
said for
husband
that.
and I are dancing
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel I want to learn that song to go karaoke, babe.
Yeah. It's nice and short, and you know.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And it's not that high. I feel I could make the note, you know.
Yeah.
You can't let nobody have nothing, eh? Let the boy get his little moment. You want to sing this song too. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is the Fabric and Lime Show. Woo. And our guest tonight is Keevo. Affectionately known as Keevo. His name is Keevan. We've been talking with him, liming with him, vibing with him for the past almost 2 hours. Keevo, is there anything interesting happening in your life? You know, let us know what's, you know, if you're writing a book, what's happening, what can we look for? We know you host events. I've been privileged to be on a few shows where you did. You know what I like?
More babies.
I like a host. Hold on. I like a host who understands that they can help the audience respect an artist.
Yeah.
You know, excellent host.
Excellent. I want to say thanks for that out loud, you know, because, you know, I know people have their own personalities and stuff, but sometimes the audience could get thrown off if the host is not even, you know, not good now.
Yeah.
Well, all you're coming up now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it won't have times for that, but the times when you've had to bring me on, really good. So
Thank you.
Do you do stand-up comedy?
I do. I've done 2 stand-up specials already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
As
your
in
own
your
thing?
show?
My own thing, yeah. 2014 was my first one. That was on DVD days.
Wow.
2016. I had planned to do one in 2020, then COVID hit. So I still have content to put together to do my next show.
That's
well, look how we are.
cool.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
This year, next year?
Yeah.
This year?
Nah, I would say next year.
Next
year, please.
Next year for sure.
Keep us in the loop.
Yeah.
You going to ram out there. What's a venue you think would
Queen's
be
Hall.
hold for Queen's Hall?
Queen's
Yeah,
Hall.
you go ram out. Listen.
Yeah.
I love
You say no got money, though.
confidence.
yeah. Well, all in time, man. Pampers expensive, so it had to come, eh?
Yeah.
Pampers and Infinite expensive.
Yeah.
Any more babies?
Nah, I think I get right.
Do you want any more?
No, of course not.
So why are you asking him?
No, because he's a young man, you know.
You young too?
Nah, bitch, I will like Keevo. I about 10 years older than Keevo. Come on. All right, stand-up comedy. You ever get, unfortunately, you ever get boo on stage?
Of course.
Serious?
Yeah, I went deep south, and I had a 10-minute set, and they
10
say,
minutes?
"Come off the stage, boy."
Oh.
In 2 minutes, people had to spell not something on the stage and start to clap.
Not that?
Yeah, but they see people clapping slow. That's time to come off.
How you can have a 10-minute set and they boo you before 10 minutes?
No, the thing is, thank God, you know, I always talk about this story. The Saint, he's the drunken saint. He does comedy too.
Right.
He pulled me afterwards and he said, Keevo, this type of comedy that you're doing is not for this crowd. You have to know where your comedy is really supposed to be.
Right.
And they were the types that love the Larry Joseph, the skits and that kind of stuff. And I was a clean comedian doing structured comedy.
Right.
They didn't want to hear that. And, you know, it was fine. But that boo taught me, do not go anywhere to market yourself that you're not wanted.
Do you think?
Hold on. There's a sermon. Let me pass your feedback a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me pass it. He also said, you asked him how come, 10 minutes and you get boo?
Yeah.
A lot of men do. They have, you set the stage, you have a big performance and all. They don't even last 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that.
So,
we
sometimes
know not Keevo.
I'm just saying.
Keevo and myself.
What?
We don't know nothing about that.
Well, I'm just saying.
Understand?
10 minutes is a crucial time. Make it work.
Do you think the style of, we getting ready to go into closing thoughts, guys? The style of, as you just said, your style of comedy, which would have been, thought-provoking and kind of like, if not comparing, but I think Dave Chappelle might come Trinidad to do a comedy show and they go walk out on him. Yeah.
Dave Chappelle?
Doubt.
Nah,
Telling you.
I'm not going to work out on Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is a beast.
Nah, he's a beast.
If you know comedy,
if
you know comedy,
because it's still
they
still very
don't
smart.
know comedy.
I went to a local comedy show and I
Relax.
shoop soul through them thing and I'm Larry and Tommy and I'm like,
And I think that's what JD alluding to. There's a separation in terms of the crowd.
That is
if
right.
you have a well-known promoter, Randy Glasgow, right? Big up Randy Glasgow. He also allowed me to do stand comedy.
Shout out to Grandy.
Yeah. So his crowd may not understand what Dave Chappelle is doing.
They will boo
That's
him
what
out.
I'm
right?
saying.
But us as millennials who look at the Netflix specials, etc., and laugh all through, those are the people buying tickets.
That is where I was alluding to my question. That if the crowd
Where was
know what?
Where was what?
Was going to.
You know, you use a big word now.
I don't know. He's not now. He's not now.
Yeah.
Alluding.
That's where I was going. That if you think the nation is ready for that style of comedy, because
I think so, because it's not only me doing stand-up comedy. I have like about, I would say, 15 other stand-up comics, and of those 15, I think 5 of them have their own stand-up special, which is kind of, well, basically like the American style comedy. Christians can laugh. That's Kes Ramsey. You should know Kes.
Of course.
Ramsey,
of course.
Yeah.
right? Kevin Sawyer, Kwame Weeks, Simini Trini. All of them have their own stand-up specials, and it fills out a whole. So, yeah, I think people are ready for it.
There's a young guy from Arima. I forget his name. I don't know if you could help me. Very young.
I have no idea.
Gosh, boy. We met him in the NCW. Sure, I forget. Anyway.
But what he's saying there is literally gold. In the kingdom, we say don't cast your pearls to swine. You know, and I think that was a mess. I have been waiting for an answer from God regarding a particular gig for a while, you know, and I feel like I've been getting the answer, but battling in myself, you know. But I feel like just how you said it there was even confirmation for me.
Right.
You know, you had to know your crowd. You don't want to try to shove something down somebody's throat, and they've been showing you, or they're showing you that we don't want you.
Yeah, you have to be
We
authentic.
don't want what you have.
You have to be authentic all the time. And I remember I went to Canada to perform, and I was wondering if I should change my the way in which I perform and whatnot, you know, just to fit the crowd.
Right.
And funny enough, the promoter said they're looking for these people are Trinidadians.
Right.
They have to be authentic, right? They want to know that you are authentically you. So, you know, as much as you have to study your crowd, you have to know that wherever you go, they are going to receive the authentic JD, the authentic Nisa, not somebody who has been constructed for them for it to be palatable. No.
So you get, well, of course, we now knowing you get international invitations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I done cruise ships as well, which was honestly that was one of the best things.
Really?
Ever.
Awesome.
Yeah, I did cruise ships 3
You
years
say
in a
awesome.
row.
You want to go on a
So
cruise ship? or
don't worry
something?
about it now. I don't do cruise ship ready. So when you reach there, you are not changing. You know, it has some.
The references may change. So our Cassie Rattan's on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
So I have to study.
Because they won't identify.
Exactly. So I might have to change the reference,
Yeah.
right? But I
Not an
started.
accent. You ain't putting on accent.
Nah, not happening. I may have to speak a little slower.
Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna catch that Trini twang.
Yeah, they won't.
But other than that, you have to be authentic. Yeah.
There's plenty gems there because
It's a
we have to know how to adapt, how to conform, while still remaining true to who we are, which is a task. But
It is a task.
you have to be willing to.
Yeah, you
But
gotta know how much pepper to put.
And it comes with knowing who you are. If you don't know who you are, you'll be a carbon copy of so many other
That
things as well.
is it.
Someone says Marshall Montano was up there with Dave Chappelle doing a show. Maybe he can make it. Let me tell you something about Marshall. Anytime I see Marshall take out a picture with anybody, bet your bottom dollar something happening.
Yeah.
He don't just take pictures for take a picture. He representing Trinidad, and he gonna try some way somehow to make that connection for our country. So you never know, right?
Yep.
He never tell me that. I just figure so. Cassia said nobody walking out of Dave Chappelle. Nobody want to see the long time thing
anymore.
That is hilarious.
Oh,
well,
Lord,
it's
Larry's for
oh gosh, don't be
boomers.
so harsh, Cassius. I mean, it have a little, but Larry, I mean,
Larry is for everybody who appreciates comedic timing and the way in which a comedy skit comes together. But a Gen Z may not
not
connect
be
to
able
Larry.
to-
A millennial, as I always say, we are the most resilient generation because we went through so much now.
Right.
Right? Y2K and all these different things. Swine flu, bird flu, right? COVID, Tampico in the park, all kind of things we went through, right? So, you know?
Tampico in the back.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we
Say
resilient.
where you're from.
would you at any point, and there's no shade to throw in to anybody because when we talk to comedians, I ask, because male comedians, would you at any point put on a dress or a skit to bring across a character?
Nah, that's not my style of comedy. My wit is my skill. And I'm able to paint the picture with that. I don't need to put on.
But does that mean that you're not safe in your sexuality?
No, it has nothing to do with that. I am safe in my sexuality. It's just something I just don't want to do. It's just like Miguel said, she like nobody touching her.
Yep.
I just like to put on a dress because it don't fit me.
Might look a little odd as well.
Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah, because I see the feet may look a little skinny.
Yeah.
It may not
What
be
you
the.
mean
I can't do that.
Might not be the best visual.
Yeah. So I
You look
don't
like
think I need.
your ankle might look a little big in our shoe.
Yeah.
So keep it level.
Keep it level.
We got you.
Pants and shit. That's my style. Yeah.
And by no means necessary is a character in a play, whatever. That's not your thing.
Nah. I think I need to do that. Mainly because the way I see it, I have a responsibility to show men what a man should look like most of the time. And when they look at me, they should see what masculinity should look like. Masculinity should not look like femininity at any point in time.
At any point in time?
Is a rough
At any point in time? When you say shouldn't look like you're speaking
well,
about...
just the visual.
The visual.
The visual. But there is femininity and masculinity as well. You know? Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah, they be careful.
X,
That's
XY,
why men...
He cleared it.
XY chromosome. That's why we have XY. That's a femininity
Right.
inside there.
Right. I mean, that conversation is because of the times we living in, and everything to me is trickled down from America. So now you have the different identifications, identify as this and that and that and this.
Right.
So it becomes more so the norm because we're on the internet. You think it will trickle? Do you think that we will adapt that in Trinidad, the identifies anytime soon or at all?
Yeah, we will. Trinidadians are great at adapting. If you go up the road now to the US, you will hear Trini talking American because our sing-song accent allows us to blend very well.
Right.
Which is a good thing, but I think we don't understand as a country what is our Trinbago identity. So because we don't know identity, we will wear other people. That is why if you don't know yourself, you think that wearing a Dior and a Calvin Klein makes you somebody, and you don't know identity. So as a country, if we don't know our identity, everything will be adopted. This is why all the fast food brands are here, right? Because, we adopt them. There's nothing wrong with that. But what are we true to? We're true to what? We don't know. So identity needs to be a little stronger.
Yeah, nice. Nicely said. Guys, Keevo is with us. All right, we're getting ready to jump straight into closing thoughts. We're not going to go over this evening because we want to go and eat. We have our guests. We didn't get to eat, and we have to feed our guests. All right, Risha, thank you so much for bringing in the fry bakes today.
That's right. That's my fry bake right through.
You're very welcome.
Yo, get ready to taste.
I just don't want to eat fry bake live now because my trainer watching this.
Oh, right.
That's right.
So okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she told me eat one.
One is good. One is good.
Besides Nisa's fry bake, you're about to taste the best fry bakes in the land. But my wife will have the best fry bakes, huh? Nisa, no disrespect, but
No.
nah, can't make a fry bake like Nisa.
You're accustomed to that palate. I have
You see,
no
you talk about
argument.
your wife and you make it, you see? The best fry bake. Nothing physical. Best fry bake.
Yeah.
And she feel good. She smile.
Jenny, relax.
You see, tone to change the whole thing.
But we're laughing. But JD genuinely knows, as we going back to the topic and closing thoughts, this is actually something that I don't fancy. But I've learned that it's part of his persona. JD is the most, I call him an app. He keeps evolving, and you had to keep reinstalling and upgrading.
Right.
Because the app, it's never crashing, but you just had to keep upgrading. He is who he is, and I realized that I love who he is. Even with the things that I don't really like he does it and he smiles, and I'm like, I can't hate this. I can't hate this nigga. But I prefer, if he knows that I prefer not to have certain, don't talk about, you're right. I don't like that at all. But because I know his heart.
Right.
And his intent is not to hurt or embarrass me, especially after we've had so many conversations. I think when we had the mature conversation, he was like, yo, she's serious. She really do like this thing.
Right.
So now I know if he does it, it's not to hurt me. He might just be trying to create a humorous moment. And, so again, back to the couple, you have to have real conversations with your partner. So I guess I'll go with closing thoughts first, right?
All right, so let me just quickly shout out YouTube. Good evening to you. Cook says, hey, Keevo is very intelligent. Keep up content, bro. Yeah. YouTube again, mommy and daddy, daughter. She says Keevo 100%. Sometimes we forget that we
YouTube there.
We are across on YouTube. Yeah, look Instagram right here.
Hey, Instagram.
Shout out to Instagram. Good evening to Instagram.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Birch boss.
And LinkedIn. LinkedIn said, hey, they're happy.
People
we are across there on
LinkedIn
LinkedIn.
Everywhere, boy.
But give
I
God
like
present.
that.
Yeah, we had to let them know we are across. Yeah, so LinkedIn. Well, LinkedIn a little different. They're little corporates.
Yeah.
So, but they're still over there saying, this is a very good program. LinkedIn a little corporate. But Closing thoughts, Nisa, jump in.
Right. So as I was saying, I think communication is key. We know we've heard it as adults and as children. Communication is key. But the thing with communication is people give information, but we don't know if it's being received. You're hearing it, but are you internalizing it? Do you respect it? You're hearing it, just like you walk out your house, you hear the crickets.
Right.
You're hearing it. But until you start to focus now, you walk out and you say, I'm listening to the crickets. Then you hear how loud they are.
Hey, Siri.
If your partner is communicating anything to you, please listen. Especially if they're doing it in a mature way. You may not understand it right away. And I feel like if the person you're with is not in a position, because some people just don't know how. It's beyond them to be on par. Then you could realize and accept that you may not be compatible. That's a real serious thing. No matter how much you like somebody, if you're not compatible, you're going down a road of destruction and you're wasting time. There's something about time that I realize. You can't get it back. And if you really love the person, if he really loves you, you could probably try to have one more conversation. Give him some time and see, how he responds. But if his response is, so what am I supposed to do now? As I said before, are you in a preschool relationship, or so this person just doesn't know how to even meet you halfway? So what to do? I believe in talking. JD doesn't like it all the time, but I believe in crossing my T's and dotting my I's so that I am never guilty of leaving somebody without information. So give them the information they need again, probably a few more times, because women have a gene called again. We have a gene. Sometimes when I'm upset, I call it the stupid gene. Right? It might sound bad, but we have an okay again. I'll go again and again and again. You don't want to, compromise too much so that you waste out on years that could be put to better use by somebody who could really understand who you are as a person. Still acknowledge your beauty, but respectfully so. You understand? That is my closing.
All right, let me give you your flowers. All right. Thank you, Nisa.
You're welcome.
Yo, special good evening to Debbie Julie. She is the princess and the queen of Lincoln. Debbie, we got to talk.
Hello,
what
Debbie.
I mean? See if we could get you across here and talk about I know you always have some conference and workshops coming up, so I guess people would love to know about it. Entrepreneurs, business people, that kind of thing. Keevo, closing thought, or should we go to Risha?
Let's go to Rish.
Yeah, Risha, we leave Keevo to give our closing thoughts. Risha?
Hi, good evening.
How are you?
I'm good.
Closing thoughts.
Yeah, I've been saying it. I don't think, I think, a woman of God, that she's claimed that she is, will have a godly goal in mind. And he seems to be very far from that, because she's still praying about it.
Far from that?
She's praying about it.
Seems to be.
Okay.
She seems, because she praying. He come around, and I just find it have too many elements in the equation that making the equation hard to be solved. So, I don't think she should have another conversation. I think she should start preparing for the exit. Because she's singing young. She's not singing like if, they don't seem to have children or anything. She's singing like she could find somebody who could respect her better. That's my closing thought.
All right, Risha.
Simple, yeah. JD.
Well, and I know all of this think I just be joking, eh? And I'm not joking, right? Women, now is not the time, this day and age.
This is not the time.
This is not the time. This is not the time to be playing for slips and throwing away good men, right? Because of one thing that deep down in your mind, I believe you have a little bit of insecurities, and it's just something that I agree that it should be a conversation. But if you find, I can't understand in you having a problem with a good man, as you say he's a good man, but the only problem is he just like to touch my bottom around with friends.
That's not the only problem.
He just talk about my body. I'm sure it's not only your body. I'm sure it's amongst other things, right? If the man didn't care for you or love you or was not attracted to you, he may not say nothing. Then would that be, like the caller said earlier on, would that be a different story? He neglected me. You know how much of women I hear coming up, because you know I grew up around sisters. You know how much of women here, he don't really appreciate me. He ain't watching me, watching everybody else. So when the man watching everybody else now, that's a problem. But when he watching you and complimenting you in his circle, in his safe space, you know. Remember that I said safe space. She said, Risha, what are you shaking your head for?
Boy, just talk now.
She said, around our friends. It's not to say he doing it.
She said his friends.
She said our.
Oh.
I saw our, all right? So it's almost like
his friends. And he rubs on his butt around our friends. So it's
our
his friends or their friends.
His friends, it's still friends. It's still friends, right? You prefer that at embarrassment? Well, you ever see couples when man ignoring the woman and embarrassment and only messing them up and all? So what it is, you get a good thing, it's a little bit too much, it's a problem. You understand? So you have to do. Take my ship. What you saying in the back there?
Yes, it's a problem. It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much of any good thing is a problem.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Just take it out.
Right. Yeah, what to do? Talk to the man again and say, I love the fact that you love me, you love my body, whoever and whoever. But if this is something that he feels like he is excited about and he want to showcase you a little bit, with a little showcase.
Actually, you know how men is, you know them fellas gonna go in a space and that gonna be lingering in their mind. Lingering. Because every time she come in the room now, they're watching the sheep. They're watching the 36, 24, 39.
He don't have to say nothing for
the
them to be
men and
watching.
them gonna hold on to that. You telling me about?
He don't have to say that for nothing for that to happen.
Well, that too. But he just making it worse. Giving them permission to scoop.
How I talk to your wife?
I already spoke.
Ready, go ahead. Jump in the closing thoughts.
So let me finish my closing thoughts, right? Don't stress out the man.
Hey.
Because you're bottom big.
Jetty.
God make you a bottom big. And he give you a man that like it and you are making that problem. These kind of things that doesn't understand, boy.
So we have to cater.
Cool it.
We have to cater to, I would call it, immaturity.
Hey, it's not immaturity.
It's immaturity.
Don't get my closing thoughts. It's not immaturity,
Yes,
right?
it is.
The man love the woman and he is like, remember?
Jerry, come now. I don't.
So my closing thoughts, family, if you're watching, relax yourself now. Cool it. It might even be forever. You go have a point when it just, you know what I mean, man, I love you. It might even be forever. And then when it stops now, you know you're missing it. You know when it stops, yeah, you know. I wonder if you're watching and thinking somebody else. You can't please all the boy.
Trauma.
I done.
Trauma.
Keep I finish, you know.
Somebody he was with, Keevo. Somebody from me past, he
right?
bringing up some feelings here.
Keevo, your turn. Now me give myself a round of applause, yeah? Thank you very much. Keevo, the floor is yours.
Keevo.
Two become one is a very difficult thing. And I remember when I was in secondary school, in chemistry, they taught me about something called an alloy. When two metals, different properties, come together to form one new metal. And there's a third element in it, which is the heat. In relationships, that third element is God, right? But for that connection to happen, the elements by themselves have to be willing to open themselves to that connection. That has to happen first. There are things about each element that you can't get rid of. So if Keevo like popcorn, don't ask me to change that. But if Keevo doesn't communicate for us to be able to stay together, that needs to work. That requires work. So for us to bond, and you know the topic here, for you and that man to bond, there must be some type of agreement that allows you all to bond. Meaning, if you are accustomed doing this, and for her it does not work, there is a requirement for you now to allow that bond to happen and release some of your behaviors for there to be some type of alloy or connectivity. That only comes with communication and time. So both have to be willing to change some attributes of themselves for that connection to happen. Love is not an emotion. Love is a skill. Love is endless study every single day, every single year. And if you love the person, it means that you want to love them forever. And if you want to love them forever, it means I have to accept you with your good and bad, and I also have to be willing to change some of my bad for us to keep that connection happening. So I say all this to say, if you know that there are certain parts of that element that is not going to bond with you, then all you're not going to be an alloy anytime soon. God could come and say, let this happen, and this person not willing to come on that side and release themselves and change themselves for you all to bond. All that can't happen if two people not willing to come together. And if you realize that he ain't reached yet, he ain't doing this, he not doing that after I've invited you to the altar where God is, so you're wasting time. Right? You're wasting time. If he is willing and you see change, don't throw him away. As JD said, he's a good man. He does everything else. But if he is willing to change over time, it may be a habit that is hard for him to break. You're willing to change, by all means, become one. But if nobody changing, then nobody bonding.
Yeah. Come on. Drop a bomb.
Somebody,
Thank you so much for
Colin
that.
says, wisdom boy Keevo.
Yeah, Keevo getting on. And Marsha says, JD's vlog, if your daughter boyfriend was feeling up on her in front of you like that, would you be okay? First of all, he can't, my boxy in a yellow. He can't matter.
Hello, you see, and
my daughter.
JD.
Touch who?
Oh my God, that is the most unattractive trait of men.
You can't touch my daughter.
You see,
don't touch my daughter in front of my face. Don't touch she behind she back. Don't
relax. The men that have done the most in life, just always know how they want their daughters to be treated. You see the silence there? Let the Lord.
No, I want to know what you say.
Let the Lord use.
All I'm saying is,
what you're saying.
Me, I go box you
what
in
you
head.
are saying is unfair,
Well,
unrealistic,
and hypocritical. Based on what you just said.
First of all, ain't nobody talk about nobody's daughter here. That's a different conversation.
Anyway. She is somebody's daughter.
Well, not mine.
Boy, what do you think it is
Not
out
mine.
here? Hey,
Not mine.
Let's just
Right?
wrap it up.
Just wrap this up because all they will get a real vex in here.
You know, when people get on so, right? Whether it's mommy, children, or whatever, I just ask them, let me know what you want to know, because the only thing I just compete in is sports. You understand? I ain't going through that. Right? Very good.
All right, guys, we get ready to jump out of here. Let's see. Wait, let me ask you, all right? If you enjoyed Keevo's input company, just hanging with us, please do us this honor and just give us that share before you leave. That's 28 shares. Thank you very much for 28 shares. We have 6,700 plays. Listen, what's up with Facebook? It's not views anymore, it's plays. So this 6,700 plays we see in here, is that actual person's present play, or that's like on the reach, it's passing in front of 6,700 people?
So none of us here is Zuckerberg.
I think it's
people
like
pressing play.
Yeah, clicking on that circle there.
Awesome.
So how that doesn't reflect in the live, like we have 109 people here. If 6,000 people press play, is it that they're on the outside looking and nobody coming in? That's what you're saying?
It could be that too, because like on TikTok, there is when you scroll, you see the live and then you have to enter the live.
Yeah,
that right.
Could be that.
Yeah, because we doesn't go in nobody TikTok live, but we go watch it on your outside.
You can watch it on your outside and it stops you after a point in time.
Yeah,
it does?
and you go in. Yeah.
And it's rating?
Yeah.
And you'll get a message saying if
you want to continue. Yeah.
Oh, yo, they need to do that. All right, but listen, 6,700, please. Thank you so much. Give this share, and Keevo, what's next? Where can they see you on stage or off stage, or where can they find you on the social media?
29th of June, we have a show of my fellow comedians. Laugh on the Avenue
right.
at Sapa.
You know, we never went to.
We never went to one.
We try to get tickets. What was it? Booking reservations, but it didn't.
I'll see if I can organize your.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go down there. Let's go down and laugh.
Yeah, we can organize that. That's not a problem.
No public displays of affection, eh?
Yeah.
Just brace yourself, because if I want to touch you on your bottom, in public and they don't give you a little thing, who going and tell me anything?
Me.
Well, I mean, if you see, that's different. All right.
So I'm Keevo TV on all platforms, right? You can find me on all platforms. My next you will see me. Other than that, if you see somebody on the highway talking to themselves in the car, more than likely that's me. If the eye there fresh, I might drop a video on the highway. That's happened before.
Yeah.
What would be? I mean, this might be difficult because I'm sure you've done by now hundreds. What would have been your favorite IndyCar piece that you say, you know what? If somebody invite me internationally and they say, Keevo, do one of your pieces, which one that would have been?
Honestly, it had to be the Pie Man, you know, because the Pie Man is the Daisy Foundation.
All who don't know what the Pie Man is, go on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Search up Keevo Pie Man.
How long is the Pie Man?
Thank me later.
Probably like about 2 minutes.
Can you give us if you can? Is it something that you freestyle and don't remember?
I freestyle. Yeah, I don't structure it.
So you can't say that over the same way.
I can't say over. All I know is that you should put beef all the way in the pie. Don't bite. Don't bite and not see beef. Right? That's all. But yeah. It was more than that. But that's the basis of it.
Check out the video, guys, please.
You should put beef all the way. Why did they do that for real, right?
Mind all just give you half truth. All they just say, hello, my name is I love you so much. I putting beef in my beef. I half a beef.
You see?
Only lying right through.
You sound like the anonymous writer.
Yeah, I just saying.
Same situation.
I just saying.
We getting ready to go box today. We go in and have our fry bake now. Keevo, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
It has been an honor. All right, guys. Little Caesars, quickly before we go, thank you so much to Little Caesars. We're going to close with one of our in-house advertisements. All right, and if you want to be a part of, if you want to make a small investment, Frybeck and Lime, give us a call message. All right, so let me tell you something. This is what we just do, right? So you see like this? I never did this before. You see like this? Bap. If you have a little poster or flyer, we put it up. We do something called an ad lib. We talk about it. You say, JD, we really don't have a 30-second advertisement, you know. But we would like to have one. We will put that in place for you too. Do a little 30 seconds. Nisa go in the studio and she talk about your thing. We'd get some pictures. We put together a nice little social something that you could keep for yourself as well. Inbox me and let me know if you want that. And we never take our podcast down from the internet. It stays up, unlike long time traditional advertisement. Well, you know, you put on TV,
expires,
that's gone, right? So this stays up. I just have people in my inbox, and I'm sure Keevo as well. They stuff that you do.
Content from years ago.
Or last year. Jenny, we could get a maths teacher. Oh, God, this maths teacher every month. We could get a number for the maths teacher who let you and Skylar pass all the exams. And I just bab. It's nothing because I want you all to succeed as well. All right? So the advertisement stays up. Yeah? Keevo, thank you so much. Your podcast. What's going on with your podcast?
Well, in July, our second season is coming out. Monday mornings with me and Kyle Hernandez. So
Monday
look out for
mornings.
What is it about? What's about your show?
Well, it's basically a conversation with creatives. So we talk to any creative in the space, whether it be on the business end or the creative end. And, we just vibe because both of us are creatives and we allow creatives to understand how to build their business as opposed to just being a raw product or to structure their business. So we touch on all elements.
I love it. I love Monday. What is it? Monday?
Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Monday morning on
YouTube, on all platforms actually, Spotify, everything.
So inspiring.
What time Monday morning?
It comes up 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, I thought I was weird.
Every Monday.
I like the early mornings vibes. Yeah. So what to do, advertisers? You go by Keevo, you work out your package, and any little dregs you have, we go take the rest, right? Make sure, because this thing is massive. Yeah,
we now start.
Cassius,
that is massive.
Cassius wants to know when I get invited to Monday morning, Keevo.
I'll call him Monday.
Yeah. Get up, hit up.
Thank you, Colin.
Hit up Keevo to know when you could get on anything. But that's serious, right? Hit up Keevo. Work out the business with them, and then the dregs we go deal with we after. Right? All right. We getting ready to jump. Risha, thank you so much. Risha looking nice in the background.
It's a pleasure to have me.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to have me. It's a pleasure to be here, Lord.
It's a pleasure to be here. You do look nice, though. The colors look
Thank
nice
you.
against, you look really nice.
Wow, Risha, you could stay in more often.
Nice tone colors there.
JD,
Like
what?
You
Thank
stay there a
you.
little often, you get a little nice
What have I
mandate.
get, JD? What
You
have
get a
I
little
get?
nice mandate, you know,
I will
hit your
get
bottom in
something.
public.
JD.
It was coming. I know it was coming.
I mean, we are out of here. All right. Let me end with this. Okay, guys, we out later.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you for watching another episode of Friday Can Live. Shoo! See you next week Saturday. Who we have next week Saturday, please, God?
I don't know.
Should we let them know? Let me just let them know what's going on quick next week Saturday.
No, we have a wedding.
Right. And the week after, we have a pastor in the house, you know, first pastor ever. We have Pastor Ian coming in. That is the pastor who always talking about sex in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And we want to ask him some questions about divorce and remarrying because apparently, you know,
That's what we're doing?
Yeah, we going all out. We asking him about that. God. You understand? We want to know why he does look how he does look, because you know he's look like a bait, like a, you know, the girls. Them.
I do not know.
Hey, we want to ask him about that. We want to know why the church pastors getting. We're going to talk to him. We want, you know, we go deal with the pastors thing, right? And then next week, please God, we go let you know who coming up after that. Friday Can Line, we out. See you all next week.
Later.
Not next week, the week after, right? Next week Saturday, we're not having any. We have some commitments.
Why talking long? You want to touch your bum, see or what? Take that.
Shut.
Taking you through the traffic with a smile.
Welcome inside another edition of JD's Vlog. What's up? My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
And this is the Friday Can Line. Shoo! Hey guys, all right, listen. Advertising with us is super valuable. Get your business, your brand, your product, or whatever it is in front of thousands of viewers every week.
And it's really affordable. WhatsApp us now to find out about our weekly or monthly packages and secure your spot ASAP.
Also, for those who want to get massive media coverage, we can funnel your business onto radio on Sky 99.5 FM Reloaded, the #1 urban gospel radio station.
So, what are you waiting on? WhatsApp us today, 724-4249.
So, invest now. FBL Podcast, Saturdays, 7:30 p.m.
Only on JD's Vlog, Facebook, and YouTube.
Friday Can Line, every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. right here on JD's Vlog. When it comes to podcasting in Trinidad and Tobago, hey, we are #1.
Babe, I tell you about that bragging thing. Let people like you now.
Well, I can't say we's #4, and that don't even say.
Pizza.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Friday Can Line, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.